Yeah, yeah, chemical catalyst, rattling, never hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the fist, it's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never do miss, I gotta take risk if I wanna have it all. So let go of the poison, the venom, I'm sending. The voices are spinning with the visions all written. Got the pictures of my prophecy, develop my philosophy. Woke up in the morning, told the world to get back off of me. Yeah, and still the nightmares creeping up at night. I'm a fragment in the mirror, seeing black and white. Like who is me and who is gonna take me over? My soul is my soul in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and now there's darkness in the chaos. Try to see the light, hope the positives will pay off. Ain't no time for stressing when the time is of this essence. Take these two fists and swing them back into your direction. Woo! Cause that's the way I got it. And don't it sound of doom, always sound so melodic. Looking to the future, know the end is coming near. Even though I'm standing tall in the face of all this fear. Clear vision, serving life like a sentence. Gotta stay strong, that's the reason I'm so vicious. A barking dog, take it all, never fall. You ringing for the champ, and I'm the one who get the call. So let me tell you a little something about this life. You can commit to the game and you can commit to fight. But the thing is that with every passing of the night, nobody actually makes it out of this world alive. So what you gotta do is put your powers to the test. Time is passing, so you better swing your time the best. So who you gonna be when the reaper come knocking? Actions speak louder than words, so stop talking. Yeah, so watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I won't change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. Yeah, so watch me break out of this cage. I fight now, I won't change. Yeah, and it's the passing of the days. So get back and just get up out my way. Woo! Chemical catalyst, rattling, never hazardous. Subdued by all my memories, but never been a pacifist. So quick to put up the fist, it's hard to resist, but I just might lose control. So shoot, and I never do miss, I gotta take risk if I wanna have it all. So let go of the poison, the venom, I'm sending. The voices are spinning with the visions all written. Got the pictures of my prophecy, develop my philosophy. Woke up in the morning, told the world to get back off of me. Yeah, and still the nightmares creeping up at night. I'm a fragment in the mirror, seeing black and white. Like who is me and who is gonna take me over? My soul is my soul in the eyes of the beholder. Yeah, and now there's darkness in the chaos. Try to see the light, hope the positives will pay off. Ain't no time for stressing when the time is of this essence. Take these two fists and swing them back into your direction. Woo! Cause that's the way I got it. And don't it sound of doom, always sound so melodic. Looking to the future, know the end is coming near. Even though I'm standing tall in the face of all this fear.
And a happy new year to everyone out there. It is 2023, but that means we are starting with a brand new year of PlayStation Fight Nights Street Fighter V action. My name is James Chen, and I am joined by the invader from over the pond, Mr. Jammers from the UK. How you doing, sir?
The invader, yeah. All right, I'll take it. I like it. But yes, what's going on, people? Me and James are back with you for another one of these invitational tournaments. And yeah, you know what? I got a call, and they said, yeah, James is going to be here as well. Jammers, come on by, commentate on some of our players of Street Fighter 5 and learn some more. But yes, it's going to be an interesting one. But James, I'm looking forward to commentating with you because you were the once honorary EU member, but now you got too big. You're Hollywood now, James. You're in SF6. People are waiting for the game to drop. So it's a pleasure to be with you.
Hey, you're the one that has the HD, which stands for Hollywood, as I confirmed earlier in your Twitter name, right? So Hollywood Jammers.
Oh, dear.
But I mean, honestly, again, really happy to be here to be able to commentate this Street Fighter V action here. And again, it's maybe, we're reaching the swan song of Street Fighter V here, but that doesn't mean that the action hasn't been exciting and fierce here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the format of this tournament that we're going to be playing here. It is pretty straightforward as you expect. You can see here it's best of 3 until the top 3. And so basically until losers finals and winners finals and grand finals. Double elimination, best of 3. Your standard setup for your tournaments here. So nothing out of the ordinary here. But these guys are playing for some money here. Jammers, what are these guys playing for here?
Yes, that is right. This is an invitational of 8 players total, but only 4 of them are going to get paid out, with first place taking $200, second place getting $150, third place $100, and fourth place with the $50. Yep, this is all the prizing valued in USDs. You know what, the Benjamin Franklins or whatever it is on your Monopoly money notes, they call it these days. But yes, that is how the prizing will be working. So these guys are playing for that little chunk of change. And it's good practice because some of the guys actually in the bracket will be at the LCQ in less than a month's time, James. But let's look at the bracket now. Talk to me, James. Who have we got on the bracket today?
Well, right at the top, you can see they're seated in number 1 place. This is such an interesting way to start off the matchup here, but FluxWaveZ here is at the top over there. He has won the last 3 of these PlayStation tournaments, December, November, and October. But September winner was Joey 900, not St. Cola, Joey 900. They're 2 different people here. So this is Joey 900 over here. But then a lot of these players that you see here, Shadow Ace, for example, Kaifan, and a lot of these players, I believe Papi has been in a couple of these events before as well. So a lot of people here shooting for this championship as well. And I believe Shadow Ace was a player that has finished very high up in the bracket as well. But I see El Chakotay's name down there, and he's definitely one of those players that'll be at that LCQ. At least I'm hoping he'll be there because he's too good not to be there.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I'll tell you what, right? I think I need to get this fact checked. It might be a fun fact. Every time FluxWaveZ has won, I've been there. Might be that poison player connection. I don't know. Making it sound as cheesy as possible here. He might be looking for the extra dub. He might, who knows? Because again, the opponents he's had to face in the finals each and every time, they haven't made it easy for him. And again, he was actually performing well in his regional finals for the World Warrior until Brutus knocked him out there. That was a great World Warrior if you didn't get to watch that. But yeah, you can see his fight card is on here right now. Age 29, slightly older than me, from Montreal. And you can see it there. Doesn't really stream, but you know what? He's one of the most solid Canadian players the game has to offer in Street Fighter 5. I'm hoping these skills transition through to SF6 as well.
Did you say slightly older than you? Man, you are a baby.
Well, you say that, but I got back problems too, you know.
Well, you know what? You're going to have back problems if you're fighting up against Joey 900 for a little too long there. He's got that Mika. She's going to basically pile drive you into the ground, and it's not going to feel good. But, Joey, he's had a bunch of different monikers. I think he's going by Joey 900 now, or is he still Joey FGC? Not sure, but he obviously has been a strong player for quite some time in that Midwest region with that Mika. And I'm really excited to see how he's going to perform here. Like I said, previous to FluxWaveZ, Joey is the only champion in the past 4 months. So it's been Flux, and Joey going back all the way to September. So this is going to be an interesting first match here.
Yeah, and let's not forget as well, Flux does his Mika himself. I don't think he'll opt for the Mika mirror unless he's forced to, but like these guys kind of had a similar kind of character roster, because I know at one point Joey did try out Rose, he did try out Poison, but Mika is the tried and true. Obviously we have El Chakotay as a Mika main as well. FluxWaveZ got a plethora of characters under his belt as well. So they all have a similar mindset, similar strategies in some departments. However, their styles are like night and day, 2 complete different players. So we'll get to see who wins this best of 3 with some very strong, and annoying characters depending on how you look at them in Street Fighter 5.
Well, I mean, the question I have for you is, as a Poison player, how do you feel like the matchup versus Mika goes for you a lot of the time?
As an ex-Mika player, I can tell you, I personally think this is one of Poison's worst matchups. I probably
really,
if she's not the 5th spot, I'd put her just outside, maybe 6th or 7th, because once Mika gets in, what are you really going to do? V-shift can help. Obviously, it changes the 50-50 scenario from 33 to 33, but it still doesn't change the fact. And okay, interesting.
Well,
I like this pick because I actually do practice with ending walk in this matchup.
That's right.
And
yeah.
He's under the impression it's slightly Ed's favor because he's got solid counters. Stand hard kick goes over crouching fierce. It can actually crush counter the heart rate as well. Flicker can be super annoying to deal with up close because it's 6-frame startup. There's some stuff that Ed can do, and Poison has to be reversed all the time as well because it's pretty hard for Poison to get out of the corner, as you can see right now.
Right. Well, that's going to help right there. The crush counter, of course. Yeah, because as you mentioned, Poison, a lot of trouble on the defensive end, you know, once you knock her down and get her into the corner. But so far, FluxWave's doing a good job trying to fight and stay in that middle of the screen space. And twice now that we've seen him find the mark with that crush counter on the heavy
that's another
kick.
thing as well. You got to keep an eye out for if Joey, I don't know how long Joey's been playing Ed for, but if he V reversals or gets the toxic bind to close out the round there. He thought he was going to jump, or it looks like Joey's trying to save the trigger. But if Joey looks to B reversal EX heart rate, it's a free punish for Ed. He could put her in the corner. So.
That's right, because he's got the movement-based V reversal and got a fast one too.
Well,
but
like
again, Flux.
Yeah, he's running the strain on him, James.
Yeah, Flux right now looking really strong against Joey. And so I wonder if this is just an experiment for Joey, you know, trying this out instead of the Mika. But there you see one of the big buffs for Ed right there, being able to meter burn into that punch follow-up off of the flicker punch. But FluxWave just... FluxWaveZ is really fun. Oh, wake up!
Yeah, he did. He did the wrong combo. If he's dead, I'll be surprised. Oh, wow.
Okay, there you go.
Interesting. Okay, luckily enough, because obviously one of the changes that the V-Trigger 2, the far command grab got, I'm not sure if it was the final version or the version before that, it got a damage increase, so it does take a chunk away. But there is a slightly more optimal combo Flux can do, but I guess he was confident that that combo was going to kill. So.
Yeah. And it does sound like that we went back to character select, because it sounded like we went back to the lobby over there. So perhaps Joey, you know, like I said, trying out Ed. Because look, let's face it, right? I mean, if Joey, also another player very likely to be traveling to the LCQ, if he could make it out there, you know, obviously it's difficult for a lot of people to travel out to California to be able to play in these LCQs. But, you know, Ed is a good choice.
Of course.
Ed is definitely very strong, considered one of the stronger characters, and as evidenced by the play of a guy like Ending Walker, you know, really maximizing that character and showing people just how scary Ed really is.
Okay,
there it is.
To his first love, tried and true, V-Skill 1 and V-Trigger 1 as well. I wonder if Flux changed his V-Skill, because V-Skill 1's actually pretty good in this matchup for Poison as well. If you see Mika charge at the mic, you just V-Skill in. Yeah, there you go. He's not doing it yet, but yeah, you can do that. And if she blocks in time, she has to block the roundhouse. If not, it's the full combo from the jump roundhouse. So it's just a win-win situation.
Because you just fly right over there every single time, because the mic is a low hit there. Oh, okay. Predicted a jump, but Joey came in with the crouching heavy punch, and now here we go towards the corner. Gets the regular throw.
Did back dash, and he gets the crush counter where he can block. Oh, okay. I thought he could have blocked in time, but that was a super fast dash throw as well. It's going to be big damage here, James. Oh, he missed his V-Skill.
Yeah, I mean, the way FluxWaveZ is playing right now, you know, I talked about Joey and El Chakotay. I hope FluxWaveZ makes it out to the LCQ as well, because he is looking good. Well, actually, never mind. Have I commentators cursed them, Jammers?
Well, we're going to find out. No punish on the crouching fist. That was guaranteed. Yeah, nice. That must have been a little bit rust there, because he got crouch fist, and Mika has got 5-frame EX Peach. That would have been guaranteed. Could have got the Oki as well, guess for game, but just missed that situation. So he dashes up and does EX Peach instead.
Oh, what the? that was an execution error. Did he just hit the button too early and it accidentally jabbed instead of just raw command throw? Not sure what happened. Regardless, Joey still has, wow, you challenged on the plus frames of Mika after the Lady Mika. Just no fear at all whatsoever.
Remember, James, frame day is nothing but a social construct. Oh, there you go. See, I would have done it as well. If you're going to keep delaying, that's the tactic with Lady Mika these days, might as well take a chance. And then that's going to be dead. That will be the round for Joey.
You're dead. So much damage.
I remember, right, back in, I think it was season 3, they buffed it once, and then a month later, they buffed it again. And it's like, why?
I mean, look, Mika players will tell you she needs the help right now, right? So Mika definitely been nerfed a few times, but this latest patch,
okay. He spent all the bar just to try and get the stun, and that would have been a lot of stun damage because it would have been EXLMT. But here comes the chase down here from Joey.
Oh, block that and just goes for the regular throw. Yeah, he is trying to save that meter. He does not want to use the V-shift in any of these throw or attack mix-ups, and he's about to get stunned, but he jumps out of there, gets the damage a little too far away to get anything, but just got clipped by the Molotov, and Joey's just running into a lot of small things.
Joey's being very aggressive, but whoa! Did he mean that? No, I mean, listen, if I'm gonna chalk that down as a happy accident. I don't know if he actually meant to do that, but it worked out. It got him the round. I imagine Flux is extremely perplexed right now, saying, I don't know what he did. I jumped back and he caught me. The wingless airplane is one of the best anti-airs in the game anyway, in my personal opinion. But I think it was that scramble situation because Joey was actually panicking to V-reversal first and get out, and then it just turned into a fortunate scenario for him. And he just caught him. And it's like, we'll take those, man. We'll take those.
Try catching him, jumping back. I mean, either that or it was just one of those reads, man.
You know what? Joey has had some absurd reads with this character in my time watching him play SF5. There'll be some times where it's like, you know what? He'll force a scramble and then from that, gain the momentum. And he's pretty confident in how he can read his opponent.
Now, what's interesting here is maybe we went back to the lobby again. Maybe the reason why Joey started with the Ed is because he was expecting a different pick from Flux to start, because Flux is obviously a player, like you said, who has a bunch of different characters, and nope, gonna stick with the poison. So no change at all. So okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's a super hard reason. Like Manat, I don't think he'll bring out here. I'm trying to think who else he tried. I know he played Abigail for a little while at one point, but I don't think he bring out here. I think like Poison's his best pick for this scenario, despite me thinking one of our worst matchups. But he's got the damage. That does help.
Yeah, so far Joey has just been barely outside of the range for some of those pressures. So whiffing those buttons has been a little bit costly, losing your turn like that. Oh, got him low.
Rotate there from Flux, so that was pretty brave, but keeps him locked down in the corner with that EX Peach conversion. Here comes the stun, James.
Yeah, and gonna go ahead and combo off of the. Wow, what is this? What is that sequence from Joey right there? Was that execution error? Or was he just trying to be cheeky or something?
I don't want to call it the Joey special because he could have ended this round a little bit earlier, but we're playing on borrowed time now. But regardless, he gets the command grab, and that should be the round. Yeah.
That's. I mean, it's impressive that he went with that command throw there. Joey's been going for a lot of regular throws, I feel like, because I feel like he doesn't want to get too punished if he whiffs them. But at the end there, just going for that command throw to finish the round.
That's the life you choose. That's the game you play with Mika now. It's like, okay, I want to throw you to catch V-shift and not get punished as hard, still stay in the fight in neutral. Good challenge there. Risky because it was a heart rate cancel, but I'll take it because it was good enough.
Yeah, but you see that V-shift and V-break just to get out of there. Oh, got hit by the mic, so gonna have a potential power-up combo in the throw over here.
See? And this is what I was talking about before, James. When she gets in, what do you do? Can't really do much.
Yep. Oh, yep, and see that recovers in time. Oh, no. Here we go. Okay, goes the activation for the extra plus frames. And there it goes, swings in. So now has the pressure, gets the hit. Should be able to kill with the super, and there it is.
And I partially think the reason he died was when Flux threw the first Molotov, it was to help get out the corner. The Molotov's still on screen. He pushed him in there, so you're burning a little bit before that next combo, so that's going to be pure unscaled. And then you got the super on the end of that, so really good stuff there from Flux.
And you have mentioned it before in previous. Oh my God, Joey, just gonna go and do the damage right now.
If he does a meaty crouch medium punch, that'd be a good choice, but I don't think he'll do it. Nah, he'll just chase down. All right.
Okay. And continue this chase down. And here we go. The command throws are coming out. All right, the Flux manages to fight his way out. Can he?
Look for the XP opportunity. I really feel he's looking for the XP opportunity, but the chase down, he could have got better combo if he did a different LMT. Oh no!
Oh.
No.
Oh, no. You can't do that. If you see the microphone and you jump too late like that, yeah, that is, Mika's have plenty of time to be able to react and get the anti-air there. And so FluxWaveZ is sent to loser's bracket by Joey, the previous winner here. So I'm sorry, the previous winner to Flux's 3-game win streak here. and just to mention, Flux was not in that tournament that Joey won. So that's important to point out over here. But yeah, I mean, the other thing too that I'm trying to verify here, because I'm looking at the most recent results, Flux did go through winner's bracket all the way in the previous, in December. But in November, he was sent to loser's bracket in second round and then won. And then the previous tournament before that, he was also sent to loser's bracket in second round and won. So getting sent to loser's bracket definitely is not spelling the end for FluxWaveZ.
There's no unfamiliar scenario, unfamiliar territory for Flux in this situation. It's unfortunate what happened in those last couple of seconds in that first game, only because, as I mentioned before, if you see the V skill, the microphone V skill, your V skill one back with the swing and you'll be able to get in. He probably would have been able to get a hit or at least forced Joey to block, but because it was tense and Joey had such momentum there, James, the jump was only natural. That's just what a player wanted to do.
Right.
Oh, the jump would have given him the best combo. Just him forgetting what V skill 1 could have done. And I like how Joey just switched that around completely. So he's going to be sitting pretty in the winners semi-finals here for the Fight Nights. But we got to get up to our next match here, which I believe is going to be Shadow Ace versus Doflamingo. Maybe that's the One Piece Doflamingo. 11-29. We'll see. Here you go, Shadow Ace, another regular here of the PlayStation Fight Nights. Of course, you can see that coming from Atlanta, doing the work with Ed as well. We saw a little bit of Joey's Ed. It's all right. He can do 1, 2, 3. It's okay. He's onto something. But here is an Ed main, and of course we are super familiar, aren't we, James?
Yeah, I mean, because look, Shadow Ace, 4th place last month in December. In November, 2nd place to FluxWaveZ, and he came from the winner's side of the bracket as well. And then in October, looks like Shadow Ace. Yeah, Shadow Ace was in that tournament. Unfortunately, did go out 1 and 2, and losing to FluxWaveZ in the loser side of the bracket, though. But you know what? He's got to look at it this way. If he wins right now, he's not going to be running into FluxWaveZ, who has taken him out 2 tournaments in a row. So, you know, I mean, obviously Joey is not going to be any easier to fight against, but Shadow Ace looking very strong here, expecting him to go far.
Yeah, we'll see. But then his opponent, of course, Doflamingo with the Oro, using one of the best V triggers in the game, one of the most quirky characters in the game. And I urge you, everyone who hasn't seen this, there's a video on YouTube called I Generally Love Street Fighter 5. And there was a small section in that video that talks about Oro. You should definitely give that video a watch. It's about 20 minutes, 25 minutes long. It's like a love letter to Street Fighter 5.
Okay.
James, if I find it, I'll send it to you later if you haven't seen it.
I'm trying to figure out what they say about Oro.
No, you know what? This is, again, like just watching Doflamingo play Oro again. This is not an easy character to work around. And Doflamingo coming back to the Fight Nights and trying to get that tournament experience and be super consistent in that regard. One of the most technical characters in the game, my personal opinion, is nothing shy of amazing. So kudos to Doflamingo there.
I mean, honestly, Oro has kind of surpassed Urien in terms of the, you know, comeback V-trigger character here, because that's sometimes it doesn't feel like Oro's even really truly playing until he gets that V-trigger built up, and then the match really starts for him. But Yeah, Doflamingo. I'm not sure because I mean, it makes me think of. I mean, we've all played Mike Tyson. I don't know if you've played Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You're super young, right?
So that might be before. I have heard of it, but I haven't played.
Because there's a character named Don Flamenco. That's what I'm always thinking of when I see this Doflamingo here. But Gen 1 Eevee is also what he goes by here and what we see his name as a lot of times in the PlayStation bracket. I swear all these players have different names in Discord and the bracket and on Twitter and everything, and it's very, very confusing.
There you go. Yep. Let's see how this goes. And I see Psycho Cannon and Psycho Snatcher on Shadow Ace's end. I didn't see what V skill Doflamingo picked because Onibi is not very good in this matchup. You'd have to go V skill 2 Minamushi here because Ed has got too much of an easy time. Okay, he's picked V skill 1. He's going to learn the hard way. He's probably going to learn the hard way that V skill 1 isn't pretty good here. Unless he can, unless he's got a setup that works. Trade. Ooh. What a trade combo.
Yeah, trade combo here. And again, Ed is just one of those characters that I feel like is in such a strong position these days. And even before Ending Walker, there was a lot of players doing good damage with Ed, but Ending Walker, I just feel like was the player that really took him to that championship level that we've been seeing from everybody, from, showing the true potential that Ed has. Oh no, oh, no punish.
Okay, to close the gap, and then of course box him into the corner, and here's that flicker pressure, and that's good because that's not necessarily a whiff punishing tool, but that's very good at catching people who want to take their turn back. The Psycho Knuckle there. Sounds racked up high, but Doflamingo has not got Tengu Stone yet. Here it comes.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he was too far away, and that's tough because now, wow, he jumped. Shadow Ace tried to jump. I was just about to say, if you're fighting an Oro with Tengu Stone, you just block. You don't do it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he tried to go for a fancy combo. Didn't quite get it. That means Gen 1 Eevee, Doflamingo has another chance here. It looks like he's going to try to go for a little bit of that shmup game.
Try to be super ambiguous and gimmicky there. No dice. One throw will do it though. I don't know how he's going to come back from this. That didn't look safe. That did not look safe or plus.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Shadow Ace did not challenge at all the reversal out of there, but dashes up and gets hit. And
don't know about that. I honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Doflamingo should have won that round. That had Shadow Ace written all over it. Kudos to him for getting the round because he needed it. He's back in the corner or back against the wall. He needs to do that, but he's surprised that double jump.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the nice things, but I do sort of kind of miss Oro's little fastball glitch when he first came out, but I guess the devs just didn't want to let that go.
I mean, everyone fell for it. Nobody was locked in that.
Yep. It's hard to do, so,
And he's not going to spend any bar either. I like that. If you can keep him here, just apply that pressure with stand medium kick, that should have been punished.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hard thing is you see that move. For some reason, I don't know. It's because of how slow it is, and it feels like one of those like Urian charge heavy kick overheads. I think a lot of people think that that's a plus move on block.
Yeah, now that was the Shadow Ace special. For those of you unfamiliar with Shadow Ace, he will put out the Psycho Cannon. He will walk up close enough to slightly push you out of it, and then just jump over your head. Last minute cross up. It pretty much has a 90%, if not slightly higher success rate here in the Fight Nights here. Doflamingo had a very good start. Strong showings as well. I think some of the sometimes when he activates Tengu Stones, I think he's not super familiar with all the awkward scenarios he has to convert from, which is why it's one of the hardest V triggers to kind of master, in a sense, if you want to be super optimal with it.
I am so surprised that Shadow Ace blocked that little cross under reset earlier. I mean, it didn't seem like it was something that was being set up, but look at this. Shadow Ace now with the early stun should be able to take this, or nope, not quite, but just needs one more hit. But like we said, Oro is never done until he's done. So here we go. How much damage can he do, and how much meter is he going to spend on this combo?
Oh, V-shift out, and then he gets the crouching medium punch to close things out there. Now, the thing is, Shadow Ace, I don't think to me, he doesn't feel like he's super scared of Tengu Stone because he's not going to die from it. It's just the combos that Doflamingo is doing. The positioning's fine. It's the combos. It's not really deterring Shadow Ace from just trying to be comfortable. Switch up his method of thinking.
Nice dash under. Too far to combo off of the medium punch, though. But again, Shadow Ace has been, after that first round, it's been all Shadow Ace at this point in time, right? So, and even in that first round, you said you felt like it was Shadow Ace's round. So even the one round that he lost, it felt like he was supposed to win it as well. And so Shadow Ace definitely feel like he's riding that ship. And yeah, we got a raw activation on Tengu Stone, which means he's got to find a mix-up.
Last ditch effort. Oh, this last ditch effort is working. He gets a slight conversion into Onni Yanma. But then I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it back. He has to throw him like 3,000 times. You can't get over that.
Oh, wow, that worked. Yeah, he's stuck there for a while. And when he activates that trigger, if you have moves that are fast enough and projectile invul or go over it, you can sometimes hit him in that startup.
Oh, you definitely could have punished that axe kick. That was heavy. That was like double digits, mate. If he gets this round again, he's nicked. You've been pilfered. No way he's gonna get this round. Oh my, no way he's gonna get this round.
He gifted it. He gifted it right there.
My man relinquished his lead. Do you not want to go to the winners semi-finals? Good V-break. And you know, I feel Doflamingo actually rides off this stuff, to be honest. When he gets those rounds he knows he shouldn't have had, just huge momentum. Didn't need to reset there. Don't agree with that reset.
Yeah, and unfortunately, not only was that reset bad, but it switched sides, it put him in the corner, gave Shadow Ace this big punish. Okay,
right,
he got him again.
Hard kick, and he's going to summon the V-skill one. Here comes the cross up. Oh, yeah, that was okay. Maybe he needed the other V-skill to do that, or he mistimed it, maybe?
I'm not sure. Shadow, yeah, see, right there.
Do it. Back throw will do it.
Oh, wait.
James, I don't know how he pulled this back. I don't know how he pulled this back, James.
Oro wins.
That is insane to me.
I'm just sitting here smiling right now.
How did he pull that back? I'm not even saying, because the way there's been a certain solidity to Shadow Ace's gameplay, and there's situations where I'm like, right, one button, you know, one anti-air, one jab will close it out. And again, through determination and persistence, Doflamingo has no choice. The way he's playing is not wrong. It's because he doesn't have any health, so he's got nothing to lose, so he goes in. Right. And then he just, again, takes that momentum. He kind of nicks it from Shadow Ace, keeps it in his corner, James, and then runs with it.
Well, Shadow Ace starting, oh no, drops the combo, but nothing, not a good punish from Doflamingo. It was only just the 2 light punches, and that was it. And so now he's trapped in the corners, got to find a way out, but this will start to help. Oh no. Again, that's the 3rd time he's done that. Shadow Ace has got to be ready for that. And can Doflamingo's cheese another one out of here?
The patience, James, that's dead. James, that's actually dead if he gets this right.
Why?
No! All you have to do is keep it simple. Oh, you didn't even need to do anything fancy, mate. Oh, mate. Mate, you lot are just selling products all over the place. What are you lot doing?
Oh man. And like I said, I'm still surprised that Shadow Ace is challenging so hard against the Tengu Stone, you know? I mean, it's so risky, especially with an uppercut like that. What a risk to go for.
Yeah, I know, big risk. And the thing is, Doflamingo, that was his round to take, but just a drop of the combo, and he's got another chance, James, to rack up that stun. And he's going to spend a super. I'm not sure about this.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty scaled super over here. So, yeah, look at that. That wasn't much damage at all. But
okay,
again,
it's worked out. It's fine.
A V trigger for Shadow Ace that has been essentially nullified. It's been pretty crazy that Shadow Ace hasn't really been able to get anything off of that V trigger. But now here comes Shadow Ace trying to make this comeback, trying to stay alive to get to.
Do not jump because he's looking for upper. Oh, okay. He jumped in with the protection. I like that. He jumped because he had the stones behind him already, which is fine. If he did a raw jump with nothing behind it, EX Cycle Up was waiting. That's what Shadow Ace was looking for. But we've gone to a final round here, James.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Shadow Ace got hit by over there. Like, why he just ate that jumping light kick. Oh, what a good jump in over the fireball. And we're going to go into the super. He's going to try to take the damage right now rather than saving it for utility later on. But again...
He's in front. Oh.
but not the full combo. And now here we go. Activation. Oh,
what?
You could have punished. The rocks don't keep you safe off.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's definitely a little bit of a character unfamiliarity, I feel like, coming from Shadow Ace's side. Oh,
That should be the win. Yep, kept it simple. Didn't even go for the Psycho Rising follow-up, just kept it straightforward. Went for EX Psycho up R because it does a lot of damage for a reversal, but as a combo extender as well. But yeah, what a set. There was a number of questionable things on both ends, but James, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think there was a lot of unfamiliarity on Shadow Ace's side towards Doflamingo's aura. I love Doflamingo's proactiveness. I think that's the best way to describe it in terms of how he just kept himself in the dogfight, because most of the time he was in a losing position. He's like, well, got nothing to lose. Still got Tengu here. So let's go with it.
The interesting thing is that Shadow Ace and Doflamingo, Gen 1 Eevee, they did fight each other last month in the loser side of the bracket, and Shadow Ace took that 2-0. So it's not like that these two guys haven't fought each other before, but you know, it could be one of those situations that you beat him pretty badly the first time, so you just didn't bother to go and try to maybe study up on the matchup a little bit more or something. But they've been playing in all the past few months. However, that's the only time it looks like that they've run into each other. So no, actually, Gen 1 Eevee way back in September actually beat Shadow Ace 2-0 in the first round way back in September. So they did fight. They have fought each other a couple of times there.
Okay, well, this is what the bracket is looking like right now for the viewers at home. Joey 900 and Shadow Ace 50 will be fighting each other. Could be an head mirror in that semi-finals here for Fight Nights. But our third match coming up in the upper bracket, round one, we're going to be looking at Kill Mr. Papi going up against Old Pongalong. Damn, you guys have got the names indeed. That was not random generated. That was you guys. You've probably had these names since you were 18 years old. We'll stick with it. But yes, Danny using the Rose here. Okay, good to see. This is a character that has, I feel, been underrepresented at large. Obviously, we do have Filipino Man, Uriyo, Aqua, Verdoyance from Europe. We've got a couple of solid, strong Rose players who put in the time. But I feel as a character, when even the final update, when she got those significant buffs, like just how she functions in Street Fighter 5, James, it's like, I think it's the best I've ever seen Rose, to be honest with you. Well, outside Alpha 2. Was it Alpha 2?
Oh, yeah. I was just about to. I mean, look, Rose, obviously, I mean, you're familiar in the EU region, right, with Luffy's Rose from way back in the day, right? So obviously a very, very strong Rose player there, as well as Filipino Man, always just being such a fan of this character the entire time. So she was pretty strong in Street Fighter 4, but yeah, when she launched in Street Fighter 5, you know, she had some potential, but thanks to Filipino Man, I know here on the West Coast, a lot of people do play Rose and have a little bit more familiarity with her. And I know Filipino Man thinks very highly of this character and even says that, you know, she can go toe-to-toe with Luke, for example.
Yeah, I've heard, and even Flaquito, shouts to Flaquito as well. He's got a fantastic Rose. Yeah, well, I know there's Filipino Man and Flaquito. They converse about the character and play at an extremely high level on a regular basis. I've heard that as well. I think Aqua thinks it's slightly in Rose's favor, or at least even. Wow. She's got some tools. I'm not saying she's the greatest tool, the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to Street Fighter 5, but again, she's got some tools to worry about just about anybody. So.
If you can go even or better, or, you know, even, like I said, is good enough for fighting against Luke, man, because there's not a lot of characters that can go even with that character.
Yeah, but I mean, let's see who goes even with Kill Me Papoy, his opponent, Old Pongalong. Oh, he's gone with the tried and true, and you know what? I can tell by his age. He's been playing Dhalsim for quite some time, and he's like, you know what? I've hated this guy since I was a teenager. Might as well stick to the brand and just pick him. Using myself from Long Beach. His name is old. Yeah, I know, look, right? His name is old. Oh. And that's weird, because it's like, wait, your name's old, or it's like it's old as in it's been around for a long time, old sort of thing. It's quite ambiguous to that statement there.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised that the name and the age, the age should read old, right? Not the name, but old is here. And again, with this Dalsum, I hadn't seen him before. And then last month, he showed up. First time I've seen him here in this PlayStation Fight Nights, and he got all the way to grand finals. He lost the FluxWaveZ in the winners finals, but then made his way back through in the losers finals and got into grand finals against FluxWaveZ again. But Flux did defeat him 3-0 in the rematch. However, Flux is not in his way right now if Pongalong can stay on the winner's side of the bracket. So, and we all know how strong Dalsum is. I mean, honestly, I've often said it. I do think that Dalsum is right up there with Luke in terms of how strong he is in the game. So, very potent character.
Yeah. I'd say personally, I've been speaking about this with a lot of players, and obviously Veggie and Ovaha when we do our show on Tuesday sets. Shouts to those guys. I hear the general consensus right now. The top three is Luke, Dalsum, Poison, whichever three or whichever order you want to put them in. I feel those are the top three characters in the game. If we're looking at purely just stats and their matchup spreads on paper. Obviously, everyone else in the game, they can. Some of the characters have bad matchups. Some go even, but you come with a strategy. Some are favorable, etc., etc. But it's just one of those things where it's like those three. I think we can all come together and agree on something for a change and go. Those three are the top three characters in the game. But it's not easy being up there.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly, as well balanced as this game is right now, it seems like most people agree that those are the three strongest characters, But again, this game, I swear, you can win. If you are a good enough player and you know your character really well enough, you can do damage with just about any character. But I always have to throw in that caveat, except for Zangief, because I feel so bad for Zangief players. Man,
he had his time, James. You and I both know that he had his time.
Man, but yeah, I mean, when Chris CCH and his crew did the tier list, they didn't even put Zangief in the chart. Man, he wasn't even there.
Just how the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. That walking casino is just he's in the back streets of Vegas for now. But yes, as we move along to our next match, Rose going up against Dalsum. Now, kill me, Papi. Which V system loadout did you pick? V skill 2 is not a bad shout here. I think either V trigger. Again, she's very versatile in that regard. Yeah, okay, he's got V skill 2, V trigger 1. So it looks like he wants to go for mix-ups and make Soul Spark even more of a threat in the neutral. Now, Rose does have a couple of tools to deal with the limbs. Back hard kick. You can throw out stand hard kick to get crush counter as well. She's got a decent answer to the dive kick. You can do stand medium kick or forward medium kick as well, but I'm not sure how good Papi's reactions are. So,
yeah, well, we're definitely going to see a lot of floaty jumps here in this match. So, not going to be a lot of surprise jumps here. Oh my gosh, made it under and actually caused him to Yoga Flame by accident. But fortunately for Pongalong, gets away from there without taking any damage and then just goes for the standard Dalsum mix-up. Look, when we talk about Dalsum, he is the zoner, but I've often said that I think Sim has the best rushdown in the game. I really
one of.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, every knockdown leads to pressure again. He has plus frames off of meaty slides. He's got that Yoga Gale, which is just terrifying. The drills, the Dalsum players have all gotten very immaculate with the drill aim these days. And so I just feel like this character is such good offense.
Fantastic walk under there from Pongalong and the block on the EX Soul Spark as well.
Drill.
Yeah, this guy's been around the block with Dalsum. He knows exactly what he's doing in this game. And can he get punished there? Didn't get the punish, Papi, unfortunately.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, get the knockdown and don't have to deal with that fireball. And here we go with the pressure. Nice V-shift, but was able to punish the break. He went for the break afterwards, so I like that punish from Kill Mr. Papi, but again, that V-reversal.
Ooh, hang on a minute. Still gets hit with the EX Yoga Fire, and he's going to get hit with the sniper. Watch out. Oh!
Yeah, you called it. You called it.
No, I could tell. It's just too obvious. I think one thing, because we're playing to old pace right now, because Papi's trying to get in. He's struggling to get in. If there's one thing I'd like to see him do that I haven't seen him do yet, is when Pong is floating, go for a soul bind. You might be able to catch him with the anti-air scarf. Get that knockdown, get some Oki. He did force a couple of mix-up the V-Trigger 1, but you only get 2 teleports. So that's a big deal. If you're going to arbitrarily use them, then it's easy pickings for Old, but I think he can do well in this. I think he can bring himself back into this fight, James.
Yeah, they were close. They were very, very close, the rounds. So yeah, absolutely kill Mr. Papi, can kill Mr. Pongalong if he can get in there and keep this pressure going. But backing up, oh no, jumping into fireballs, the worst feeling ever. Even back since Goken, man, in Street Fighter 4, every time you jump into those up fireballs, it's just, you feel so bad.
Lovely, lovely stuff. Is he going to do the next teleport? He will. I know, there you go. That's an opportunity where he could have done the soul bind there.
Right.
Got some damage. This could be big damage. He could get a throw or something. No, Gale.
Oh no, this is your opportunity. This is your opportunity. Gets the throw. What's the mix up? I love the V shift and the teleport. So after the V shift, jump, teleport to the other side, and kill Mr. Papi was not ready for it at all.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest issues, or another big issue he's having here, Papi as well, is the teleport's messing up his input. So he's getting soul punished when he doesn't want it. He's not quite ready to be patient and anticipate the teleport. So it can be super frustrating in that regard. Good sweep.
Yeah, the other thing too about Kill Mr. Papi is like you see him sometimes just jump up and throw those air fireballs. I'm not sure what the game plan is. Like, you know, obviously I don't know if that's pressuring Pongalong to do anything because he still hasn't seemed like he's been bothered. Wow, it just barely hit. The fireball barely extended that combo.
Good. Can he cross him up? This is big. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that step was. Maybe he forgot what he wanted to do after.
Oh, here we go.
A kill? It should have been a kill. And there it is.
Yeah, should have had the kill right there, but works out for him anyway. Still manages to do that and preserves the meter as a result.
Yeah, I think, James, just going back to your point before, just quickly, when he jumps in the end, throws the soul spark, he wants him to do crouch meter punch anti-8 trades.
Right.
I think Dalston wins the situation, but it's a trade. Oh my god, that was sick.
Wake up slide. Yeah, right. No fear. There it is again. And I guess that's just what it really comes down to, is that he hasn't crouching medium punched it, but it's something that Kill Mr. Papi has been going to a lot. Now, see there, that was good because that forced him to get into the air and the teleport was able to catch him. You know and he's getting with the super. Is this gonna kill?
If it doesn't, I know why. Yeah, I think I know why it didn't kill. Okay, let's wait for this to pan out.
Okay, block the teleport. He's been pretty bad at blocking those surprise teleports. Nice heavy kick, predicted that. Pongalong, he's got the EX fireball, it's still going.
Watch out for the back hard kick. He's trying to back hard kick. He's too greedy. Oh, no, he pressed the button, James. I know he wanted it. He's so desperate that round. And he actually worked well towards that. But again, the power of yoga rules over all because he just doesn't stay on the ground.
Oh man,
what a game.
Yeah, that one sequence where he did throw the air fireball, he got Pongalong to jump and float, and that's when the teleport came down and actually really did help a lot. But what were you saying about the scaling on that super?
Oh, right. So when he got the cross up on the V-Trigger 1 set with the Soul Dimension, he did, what did he do? Jump medium kick, jump medium kick, stand medium punch, crouch medium punch into medium soul spiral. One of the changes Rose got in the final patch was you could do crouch medium punch into heavy soul spiral. If you done heavy soul spiral and canceled into the CA, he would have got a little bit more damage, and that probably would have got him the kill he needed. And even at the height he did the jump medium kick, he probably could have got a crouch fist to force standing, then canceled into heavy soul spark, could have got the target combo and then done something there. So he went for a combo that was safe and did a lot of damage. I just felt there's one or two of those little scenarios and different combo routes that probably would have got him that round. And then we would have gone to a final game there, James, because I enjoyed watching those two play.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way how it goes a lot of the times. You know, you want to maybe take that risk to go for the higher damage combo there or play it safe. I mean, it was a situation where maybe he thought the safer combo was going to kill anyway, but unfortunately it did not. And so Pongalong was able to clutch that one out. As you can see, moving ahead here, overkill Mr. Papi. And now we are going to the last match here on the upper bracket, which is going to be El Chakotay going up against Kaifan from Mexico. We have seen Kaifan here many times, but El Chakotay Look, this guy has been one of the top players. He's gotten to master rank, like one of the first people to get up to master rank on CFN, and I'm sorry, Warlord rank, and has just been one of the strongest players of Street Fighter V for so long, with a plethora of characters, including Mika. And I know obviously he played a lot of Lucia, so that always makes me happy to see. But he's definitely a danger here to take this tournament here. In fact, might be one of the favorites here for this tournament.
Yeah, but talking about danger, let's not forget about his opponent as well. Kaifan is an absolute danger in these one-on-one fight night tournaments as well. Super consistent, always attending. Got that Sakura here hailing from Mexico. So let's see what he can do. What character is El Chakotay going to pick as well? Probably could be, he probably comfortable picking the Mika. I think he can go toe-to-toe with Lucy here, because the thing is, Sakura is one of those characters right now where she's in a very unfortunately awkward spot. She doesn't get spoken about. That's it. It's not the Zangief issue where we know you're at the bottom. She just doesn't get spoken about because there are better characters. But, you know, one of the best walk speeds in the game. Stagger pressure is on point. Got great rushdown. Solid V triggers. I prefer V trigger 1 over V trigger 2. She's got some positives on the stats, James, but there's just better. There's more firepower. There's better characters out there. So she's kind of just forgotten, you know, unless you just bring her up in conversation or you see the graphic on screen.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly enough, you know, as a Lucia player, you know, I often on my stream get a lot of people talking about comparisons with Sakura. They both kind of have like stubby-ish normals, and so they have to make up for it with the walk speed. I think Sakura has slightly better neutral because of a fireball and some better normals. But then also Lucia has better corner pressure, and how fortunate that that's what I'm talking about right now, because El Chakotay is busting out the Lucia.
Yeah, do you know what? You're looking at two. I know like everyone's got a pretty, you know, strong corner game in Street Fighter V, but these two, for me, I put Kage up there as well, actually. It's kind of exceptional at the top. I think Lucia's corner game, throw situations and what she can do is a little bit closer in terms of range as opposed to Sakura, but just as deadly. Good buff into the Cyclone Spinner there.
Yeah.
But he's got a V-Trigger 1 burning fight as well. Some new combos in there too. I like watching this V-Trigger, but V-Trigger 2 got hella buffed, so.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, I mean, for a lot of Lucia players right now, the V-Trigger 1, V-Trigger 2, you definitely see a lot of players switching between the two. And I like Kaifan right there, busting out in that situation. Remember, that burn kick was buffed to +2 on hit, which is nice. Great reaction from El Chakotay to get the juggle, but you just wake up with the crouching medium punch, and this is going to hurt.
Back roll, do it, unless an invincible reversal comes out, and he went for a V skill. I don't know why he's going for V skill there, but again, there were two situations the players had to make, and they were both obvious ones. El Chakotay comes out top, taking round 1.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, against some DPs, when you do that V skill, it'll probably jump over a lot of DPs. But since Lucia's goes straight up, you do not get that kind of benefit. That EXDP beats a lot of things that would get away from a lot of the other DPs. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the new showcase. She did get that in the final update back in March last year. That's dead.
Let's see, can he kill? Yeah, there it is. Nice, spending all that meter, gets that round, gets that game, and El Chakotay taking game number 1 with Lucia.
I'm telling you, man, I've been playing this character recently in recent months because I like long combos, and she's got long combos.
Sakura or Lucia?
Lucia.
Okay.
Because she's got long combos, and I tell you what, when I watch, you know, guys like Gamer B, El Chakotay, play this character, I'm like, yo, I did not even know this character could do that. But it's crazy when they do it, because again, the more meter you spend, the closer Lucia will take the opponent to the corner. That's what it is when it comes to the conversion. And then when she's in the
biggest
corner,
problem,
I mean, honestly, try throw game.
Yeah, honestly, the biggest problem with Lucia really just comes down to that she scales her own combos very hard, because there's multiple parts of everything and they count as separate moves. So if you throw fireballs in there, that's 2 levels of scaling for 1 move's worth of damage, you know. So a lot of times it's hard for her to kill people unless she gets optimal starters. But again, the corner carry for this character is kind of ridiculous.
Punish. That was a really good punish on the fire spinner there. It was -4 and an air throw. Do you know what? Kaifan's air-to-air game has been bang on point here, James.
Yeah, and you talked about that -4 and that standing light kick punish. It is one of the reasons why I really do not like this fight, is because she can punish that burn kick from so many ranges. That was an accident from El Chakotay. Doesn't matter. Oh no, he dropped that combo as well. Too slow, but he's gonna get the stun and he's gonna be able to take it and advance forward. There you go, nicely done.
What a steamrolling there, no pun intended. Because he came in, and you know what? Kaifan didn't make it easy for him. Despite it being 2-0, there were signs of life and good improvement from the last time I saw Kaifan play in these 1v1 Fight Night tournaments. But yeah, just overpowered by El Chakotay.
I don't think you were there last month, but Kaifan did get 3rd place in that tournament. So got all the way up and did really well last month. So in December, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so there you go. But yeah, like I said, El Chakotay, you know, like he's definitely at that level where he is going to be a major threat at the LCQ. So if you're going to try to take someone like El Chakotay out of a tournament like this, you have to be on point, because he is such a solid player, so strong, and he's one of my players that I like to watch, and I can't wait because he's right there. But I can't wait till he gets to that point where he is just a threat to take every single tournament that he plays in.
Right, so that is our conclusion to the round 1 matches in the upper bracket here. So now we'll be moving over smoothly to the winners semi-finals, and it's going to be winner semi-final match 1 with Joey 900 going up against Shadow Ace. And after that, we'll be following with old Pongalong going up against El Chakotay. We're going to have nail-biting matches coming for you each and every way up until the grand finale. But yeah, you know what? Just quickly talking about El Chakotay before we move on quickly. Yeah, you know what? He's just missing a win. To me, just to summarize it, he's just missing a win. That's it. That's what it is.
And it's crazy too, because these players who are on that verge, it's really interesting how often getting that one win just is the turn the corner. As soon as you get that win, you know you can do it, and it just shoots your confidence into this other level. Like as soon as you get that win, all of a sudden you're just like, I can do this. And you see oftentimes when players get that first win, it just transforms them into just like the biggest threat. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely waiting for something like that for El Chakotay as well.
Well, I'm waiting to see which character Joey 900 is going to bring forth to the table against Shadow Ace. Is he going to troll us, give us an Ed Mirror? Is he going to go with the Mika? Is he going to pull out the Rose? I don't know. He may be able to throw us off guard here, but it is a best of 3. They're not playing best of 5 just yet. But you know what? Whatever character he picks, hopefully it works out. But you know what? Ed, some people put him in the top 5. He's in my top 10. Personally, you can't ignore him now. Unfortunately, he is there. We ignored him for about 4 years, but he's here now. And he's here to stay.
Man. Well, nope, it is not going to be the Ed Mirror match. Otherwise, I would have called it like a whirlpool match, because then it would have been Ed, and Eddie. But that's not what we're going to get over here. It's It's going to be Mika going up against Ed here.
Hey, Ed, and Eddie's one of my favorite cartoons as growing up as a kid.
Nice. Grew up as a kid. I think I was in college already, or I would have graduated already when that cartoon was. Anyway, Lady Mika in the corner. Here we go. Yeah, you can't V-shift that. That is definitely going to recover in time.
There's the stun. Okay. Oh, I see what he's doing. Oh.
He's using it as a frame kill timing, or
I want to say frame kill timing. I think he's trying to build like V meter, and it kind of helps with the stun as well. It depends if the opponent mashes out on the stun. I don't think people are mashing out on the stun hard enough.
Oh, yeah, gonna challenge in that situation, and then just goes in with the meaty crouching heavy punch, finds its mark. Joey taking round number 1.
He was able to make that safe anyway because he had V-trigger locks behind it. So after that crouching throw, you're kind of locked into that situation there, unless you V-reversal out, but could have got command grabbed in that situation as well. Speak of the devil, there's one. Can you get another one? There's another one.
And number 2. Let's see what he does for the next one. Look at all these frame kills.
Yeah. Trust me, getting those frame kills right so you can get like that +2, +3 on their wake up from delay rise. That was sick. Can he cross him up?
Oh, no, he was just going to try to keep him pressured in there. But normally you're looking for that V reversal and as an Ed player in those situations, and you'll just end up blocking the V reversal and getting the punish. But speaking of a punish, actually on a whiff, and he's going to go into the super. He wants to do the damage now. So he's going to lose a little bit of utility off of the lack of EXs.
Okay, charge up and then chase him down. All right, good jump back there from ShadowWaveZ. Didn't take the bait.
Yeah, but look how far he's walked himself back, like 75% of the stage. You do not want to get into the corner for Mika, so that's why you see ShadowWaveZ suddenly start fighting back once he got pushed back that far.
All right, and wow, round start V skill 1 because he was so confident his opponent would not try and close the gap, and he armor breaks with the Psycho Snatcher. Good pick up there from ShadowWaveZ as well, and we're already in the corner with that EX Psycho Knuckle.
Yeah, there's that Psycho Flicker into the follow-up. You see one of the benefits in the corner like that. It's so easy to confirm into that knockdown, and you get pressure off of that. Oh, meaty heavy kick. But Mika, can Mika? That's the question right now. Is Mika gonna Mika? Minus jump away. I like that from ShadowWaveZ, but here we go.
I mean, you might as well. Okay. He was patient. And in those situations now, I like it because we're in the final year of the game. A lot of people have recognized the situation where your opponent, they need to make that comeback. They think you know the whole take the throw situation. So they try to bait it and you just literally like, okay, I'll take one. If you do anything else, I'll react to it. That's exactly what ShadowWaveZ did there. He waited, didn't do a delayed throw tech. He did jump roundhouse and it got him that game there. So fantastic stuff there. Good first game from ShadowWaveZ. Let's see if he can continue this win rate.
Yeah, like you said, ShadowWaveZ has done very well in a lot of these tournaments here, foiled by FluxWaveZ a couple of times. FluxWaveZ was taken out by Joey, so let's see if ShadowWaveZ can take advantage of that and take out Joey here. But again, Joey was also the most recent winner that wasn't FluxWaveZ.
It goes to the V skill. This is interesting because I haven't really looked into this matchup specifically, at least on the European side of things. In terms of what V skill V trigger people should be using, but he's got the whole thing. Yeah, okay.
Missed the end of it, but doesn't matter. He got the middle part of it, which is good enough for me. Oh man, I was sick. Oh, you love to see that. Oh, if he had neutral jumped.
He's playing it safe because again, I think he's just more fearful of the crush cannon in general, so you might as well just jump back.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. I'm going to cross up again, trying to jump away. Do not grab him. There you go. Oh, he grabbed him now, but that's fine.
Just not as a meaty, basically, right?
Yeah, you didn't know if he was going to do Cyclone. What's interesting, I swear, like the mind game behind Ed's reversal specifically is like, do you want to die by this now? Or do you want to wait a little bit? He could have done it after blocking the 2 lights, but maybe he thought he was out of range. But
gets the crush counter here and knocks Joey back a little bit. Tries to dash under, but there's that down medium punch from the air that always catches people. It's still amazing the success rate of that move, I swear.
It gets the job done. You're naturally programmed to anti anything that's in the air, but you don't really focus.
Or try to walk under,
Yeah.
Oh no, too far away. So that second light punch just didn't hit. And he was just autopiloting the rest of that combo. So here we go. Joey's going to take a bunch of damage as a result.
Bends the bar, but I felt he could have used the corner pressure game with the EX Psycho Knuckle or even the EX Fireball just to keep Joey locked down and make him scared even more. But he's got no meter, so he's going to have to hold this mix-up from Joey. If he gets it, he's got to hold this.
Good.
Yeah, he's got to hold it.
Yeah. And that's always the danger right there. A lot of times when you go for those meaty throws, you got to be ready for those V shifts because that's how you beat a lot of the V shifts is you go for the throw, react fast enough to punish the V shift. The V shift works against the shimmies and it works against the buttons, but against the whiff throw like that, definitely does not have the same power.
This is what's interesting, right? Because Mika's one of the few characters where she has to spend bar from the throw OS. She can't do it without spending meter because obviously EX features 5 frames. Otherwise, she would have to come for the Hail Mary dropkick, which you don't always want to do, right? So.
Right. All right, well, Joey ties it up. Wow, that was too far away. Crouching medium punches missed. Wasn't close enough for that, but here we go. Yep, didn't try to jump away that time, so Shadow Ace stayed on the ground, but he's got to deal with this mix-up, and here comes Joey with the command throw, dash up, plus, again, off of that dash, but this time, okay. 3 throws in a row, 2 command throws, 1 regular throw, and then just a DP to get out of there.
Just stopped blocking, unfortunately. Is he going to wingless airplane out? No, he goes to the jump instead. And he had the standing light kick. There's the Stone Cold Stunner. Break neutral, but again, substantial life lead here. I'm not sure if that was a frame kill, but it worked out regardless. It worked out.
Yeah, I know. I was like, was that a setup? Because it was. That was kind of sick. Oh,
this
no.
Is good for Joey. No, this is good because he's trying to build V-trigger, but he might not get it in time. Watch out. And then take throw, closing it out there. Shadow Ace keeping it up. Sometimes I feel he loses control, but like he's actually been dominant in a lot of these rounds, despite Joey throwing everything in the kitchen sink at him, James.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Shadow Ace is looking really strong here right now. He just needs 1 more round. Joey's got to take 2 more rounds to just get 1 round to tie it up and take it to a final game, final round. But obviously, Shadow Ace gonna. Wow! Okay.
Okay.
Look, Fudo has said that he likes to use Mika's super as a one-time uppercut, and that's what Joey did right there. And he's gonna get the meaty jump attack. Not sure what Shadow Ace tried. Get caught low, and that super might have actually shook Shadow Ace. Uh-oh.
On a minute. Okay, no V break there. Gonna try and feint him out. Is he gonna wing this airplane over though? Or is it, yeah, he's gonna wait his walk across the screen.
Oh, he tried to command throw him. I like that idea. Got him with the cross up. Got him with the cross up. No, he missed with the psycho upper. Oh,
what is going on? It is noodle gameplay right now, and he might lose. Oh,
yeah, the pseudo unblockable situation right there. Going for that throw, even if you hit her, a lot of the times Nadeshko comes down and finishes the job. So Joey is gonna get to the final game, final round. But yeah, after he whiffed that up Psycho Snatcher, he was confident Joey was gonna try to whiff punish with something. And so he went for the EXDP right there, but Joey just didn't do a darn thing that entire time.
Well, he's doing a darn thing right now, James, because he's got him again caged in the corner. Good V reversal here. Keep him here. He might be able to micro grab. Might be able to get one. There's one. And there's a Brimstone.
2.
Yeah, walk forward. Can he build on this momentum? Frame kills again.
Got that V reversal getting him out of the corner. Very crucial situation. Plus frames. Back to the neutral.
All right, Sam median kick now. It's Joey with a healthy life lead here. Maybe one light kick into CA, crouch fist to CA. Anything will do it. He gets it right.
Yeah, one thing that's scary right now is that Shadow Ace still has a potential to get a second V trigger out there. And if that's the case, that could be a lot of damage if he can get the mix and jump. But what a jump in! That should be it! Into the critical art. And Joey, 900, advances to the next round.
That was crazy because there were so many different interactions happening in that neutral, despite them just walking back and forth, finding that window of opportunity to land big damage here. The constant back and forth walking from Joey. I personally thought he was looking for a way to confirm into CA to close it out. Shadow Ace maybe thought, okay, you've been on the ground a bit too long. I can't get too close to you, and I don't want you too close to me. Let me just use my V skill 1 to try and pull you in. You can react to it by jumping forward, and that's exactly what Joey 900 did. Full jump in, ending that with this CA, closing things out. Fantastic high-level play there from Joey.
Right, because if I'm not mistaken, the horizontal Psycho Snatcher can't hit people out of the air at all. That's why you see some people can actually
the up one.
Right. That's why you can see some people when they see the horizontal one, they could punish it by backdashing and just having it whiff completely, and then you could just blow them up there. So yeah, if you see it starting up and you recognize it and you jump, it can't even clip you on the way up. So that is almost a guaranteed jump in combo if you can react to it fast enough.
Yeah, absolutely crazy stuff there. You know what? Kudos to Shadow Ace, though. He's not out of the tournament. Yeah. He is in the low bracket really now. Speak of the devil, big thanks to the production team for putting up the bracket right on cue. So he'll be awaiting the opponent. Oh, wow. Am I reading this right? Did Doflamingo beat Flux? 2-1?
Wow. The Oro for Gen 1 Eevee, aka Doflamingo, taking out FluxWaveZ. And again, FluxWaveZ has been the champion for the last 3 of these fight nights. And now he goes out 0-2, which I mean, look, you know this as well as I do, Jammers, right now. The parity in terms of the strength of the players in Street Fighter V is probably the scariest it's ever been. I mean, for a game that has been around for this long, that's what usually happens. But I feel like for this game in particular, like, you just can't take anyone for granted at this point.
No.
Everybody's such a threat. And if you run the same tournament with the same players multiple times, you will get different winners like almost every single time.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with you, James, there. So well played to Doflamingo in that he's going to be awaiting the loser of this next match here. Old Pongalong and El Chakotay. Shadow Ace is waiting for his opponent via Kaifan. And I actually forgot to see it as well. But yeah, as you can see.
It's Kill Mr. Papi and Kaifan.
Kill Mr. Papi. Yeah, the Rose player. Shout out to Kill Mr. Papi. Apologies.
Yeah.
But yes, this next match here, Mika or Lucia could kind of work against old Pongalong, but
I mean, Dulcim players have historically hated Mika.
Yes.
But
he's done better against Mika over the years. Mr. Crimson's been doing pretty well against Luffy over the years here in Europe. Obviously, in the Japanese region, Torameshi, YHC, Mochi, I don't think they like fighting Fudo's Mika because I think how they play, it's just, I sit there and take 12 billion grabs and Fudo's more than happy to grab because remember, James, once upon a time, Fudo didn't want to command grab with that character.
Right.
And he started doing it, so...
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see if El Chakotay does go with the Lucia or not. Because, I mean, personally, I think that's, in favor of Dulcim, but that's just, Dulcim is a really good character. And Lucia, she's good, but I still think she's like mid-tier, basically, kind of, I don't... Yeah. But again, like I said, if she can get Dulcim in the corner, that is very, very big problems for Dulcim. So again, because I really do think Lucia has some of the best corner control because she just has so many different paths and options to go with that she can kind of surprise you with.
I think for me to summarize this for me, before we do that, let me just get back to the bracket here. We just got an update here. So it will be Kaifan who beats Kill Me Papi 2-1. He'll be going up against Shadow Ace in the lower bracket there. So good to see.
So
yes, Doflamingo
no more
will be the
Rose.
opponent of this one. Yes, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, no more Rose, unfortunately, but you always like seeing that Rose go in there. 'Cause, I mean, I just like seeing a lot of the new characters, right? I mean, we've seen enough of Luke, but from other new
James,
characters.
I haven't seen enough of him. What are you on about? I've only seen him twice throughout the time of when he came out 2021. What about? I ain't seen enough.
That's true. We definitely need more Luke, right? Yeah, definitely not enough. I don't think anybody's sick of seeing Luke at all, right?
Maybe. I mean, there's going to be what 10, 11 in the finals?
We'll see. I mean, the thing about it is, right? I mean, the always tricky thing is, I mean, obviously Luke has been winning a lot of tournaments, so he's been bucking this trend that I'm talking about, which is, a lot of the times the best character in the game you don't see win as often. Remember when Street Fighter 4 first came out, we always talk about Sagat being the best character, but we didn't see a lot of Sagats winning tournaments at the time. And the reason for that is because the best character everybody has experience against, right?
Yes.
You've fought so many of them, but Luke is still brand new enough, but he was just so powerful out of the gate to doing Street Fighter V things that, his success rate has been a lot higher for being in that top character position.
Yeah, 100%. And you can see just because of how the finals or the league was done this past year, right? Because of the World Warrior program being introduced, obviously the 19 online CPT premieres. It's like you could see like how just universally annoyed everyone was. And of course, you just accept the fact that he's super strong, but just the pockets of regions he was dominating in, as opposed to, Street Fighter League as well. But yeah, we're getting back to this match here. But yeah, just going back to your point that you talked about Lucia before. For me, I just see Lucia's like universal objective is fairly straightforward. Just take her to the corner and play the strike throw game. Yep. And the thing is, like you said, we can't stress this point enough. Her, Ken, Rashid's still up there for me. I can't think of Ed is up there. Just the screen carrying, just putting you in the corner to allow that, fantastic strike for a mix-up game. They're up there. And yeah, I agree with you. Lucia is, I think, one region put her as a high tier somewhere, the lower end of the high tier. I think she is mid tier. She can go up against certain characters, but I feel, especially with the V-Trigger 2 buff, I think, well, look, anyone becomes a victim because once she activates, do the full combo, put in the corner. But looks like El Chakotay is going with the Mika pick for this match. He's going to overwhelm Old and the old brain of his, supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it. This is a matchup here that El Chakotay has been playing since season 1, right?
Yeah.
He definitely has a lot of familiarity in this matchup. So definitely going to go with this. And again, you know, if my prediction is correct, and you said that he is trying to go to that LCQ, if this is a great way to practice, right? These online tournaments that we have set up for all these players, there's so many online tournaments. These are great ways to get this practice in here. And so you're going to want to practice your best thing possible here. So if you're going up against Dalsum, yeah, take out the Mika and let's go.
Yeah, I see his name down in the LCQ bracket, so he will be going.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, wow, that was the meatiest dive kick there, and he activates Yoga Burner, puts out the Yoga Flame for the mix-up. I like it.
Oh, that's going to get hit?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, too far away for the Lady Mika. Too far away for the Lady Mika. He went for the big damage instead of the easy combo. Doesn't matter. El Chakotay still manages to take it.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, so looking good here as well. Okay, does the Air Gale, the Mr. Crimson tactic as well, just to cover that approach on the ground because he knows that Mika's going to want to do those dashes. Oh, double dash, good jump.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I like that decision by old Pongalong, though, because Dalsum, you know, because of his mobility, getting out of the corner is like definitely one of the key tactics. But this is going to be the scary part right here. What's the mix?
Wow. Okay. It closed it down anyway. He had it all covered. All areas covered.
He's like, whatever Dalsum does, I have an answer for that, including that one too. And then just gets in there, crush counter confirm, into the dash, maximum combo. El Chakotay, game number 1 over old Pongalong.
See, and this is the thing about this character, despite where you put her on the tier list now and how V-Shift, you know, heavily impacted her gameplay, she is still forcing you to make a choice. Even if it's the right one, even if it's the wrong one, you're still making one that you probably didn't want to do. The choice is not of your own volition, it's of hers.
I mean, it's the same thing, right? I mean, you know, we've been talking about how bad Zangief is, but, you know, honestly, Zangief, when he does the same thing, when he gets you with a heavy or an EX SVD, that's it. You're in the blender, and if he's right, you die, right? So every character has that potential, but Mika definitely has that as well. You know, if she's right, and you just melt.
I think there's just more. Oh, there you go. Gets the stun, and that's going to be a grab. Or no, he's not even going to do the grab. He's going to do stand fist into heavy shooting peach for a different type of meter build. But yeah, the thing is, Mika's a more mobile grappler, so there's extra variance there. Zangief is just good old Zangief, and it's like, oh well, it doesn't work anymore.
I mean, like I said, Zangief can win. He's still easily the worst character in the game. Like, I'm not even going to try to... He's probably the
James,
only...
that's it. Oh, James, I think he's going to do the reset. I think he's going to do the reset. There it is.
Dead,
yeah. The classic
how do you...
stand medium punch, forward medium punch. Don't get the hitbox extension. You have to hold up. When you see that, just hold up. Literally hold up. You can't give them that satisfaction. You cannot give a Mika player that satisfaction.
But honestly, like, if you haven't seen that before, you're getting got. Like, that is 100% you're getting got right there. So, yeah. Oh, man. Unfortunately, got hit by that one shooting peach. But, yeah, I just saw the replay of that reset, and that's really disgusting.
And I'll tell you what's wild, right? So that is a reset, and the other part of that reset is doing the stand medium punch into the passion press or the Irish whip and just doing Lady Mika and then have that layered guess. But because the success rate on that reset is always just go for the grab, they're not going to expect me to like do the combo here. That's why they never go for that second part, because everybody else just gets hit by the grab or they jump. but you're not thinking about doing the Lady Mika part for the reset, because it's like, why would I need to do that? Because the craziest thing is, that whole corner situation, Mika's still going to put you in a 50-50 off the wall bounce for the guess. That's just that I felt like doing that now, and I just happened to have V-Skill 1 charged up. Do you know what I mean? So, no, it was great.
Yeah. Mika is still gonna Mika, like I said earlier. She
100%.
still has that potential to mix you up in the corner. And God, I mean, look at this. I think one of the very first times I met Joey and El Chakotay was at a Frosty Faustings a long time ago. And I do want to say, obviously, Frosty Faustings coming up. So you guys, you know, if you're a fan of Street Fighter V, do check that out. But I remember seeing, I feel like I've seen both of those two fight each other back then. And these two have been fighting each other throughout the entire lifespan of Street Fighter V at this point. So these two know each other very well. And that is, of course, Joey and El Chakotay.
Of course, and I'll tell you what else we know very well as well, James. It's the event we're in. The PlayStation Tournaments 1v1 Fight Nights. You guys can go, if you are liking what you see and you want to compete in these, there's a link down below. Sign up, compete.playstation.com. Get all the necessary details there, and you can be part of this, winning some prize money, getting on the twitch.tv/PlayStation, and you could also be a winner as well. And every so often, there's maybe one or two extra prizes, but
we talked about FluxWaveZ, right? Winning the last 3. It's a good chunk of change, man. It's a good chunk of change. So, you know,
hey,
it's
you
nice
know what?
There.
Let me put it to you like this. Okay, I'm gonna paint you a picture. This is a true story, based off a true story. You know, you have those films that are based off a true story, right?
Mm-hmm.
El Chakotay is going to the LCQ. Needs a little bit of money, you know. Needs a little bit of spending money here. And if he's got to enter a PlayStation tournament to get that pocket money, to get that spending money, I'm all ears. So maybe in the future, there might be an event or there might be something you need to pay for. And playing a bit of Street Fighter might be able to provide the funds.
There you go. Compete.PlayStation.com. And honestly, it's just a fun way to get to know the community, get involved, and like run into other players. And you know that these are also serious players. Get some practice sessions with them and such. You know, just get a part of this community, and it's a lot of fun stuff. So definitely recommend checking that out. But we are going to continue on with the bracket after a quick break. So do not go anywhere. More PlayStation Fight Nights after this.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's one-on-one Fight Nights for Street Fighter 5. We're commentating the North American region. Yes, as James Chen said at the top of the show, I am invading. I said, hold up. You know I talk about Street Fighter, and you can't do the North American region without me. So yes, I'm one of your commentators tonight, Jammers. I am joined alongside this SF6 guy over here. This team in the game soon. But James, talk to me. How you doing? Because we got something to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, I want to talk about the production team. Why are we letting this guy come over and commentate our NA? No, no, actually, we're not rejecting anyone because, as we said before, it's about community, right? We're all about community over here. And so, you know, if you want to join in a lot of the community action over here as well, you can join the PlayStation Tournaments Community Discord by taking your phone and, you know, just pointing your camera at the QR code that you see on your screen. But that not only can you talk to other players and, you know, get together with them and play some games, but you'll find regular updates on the esports events. You'll find articles and videos. And like I said, the most important part is the community aspect, finding other people to play games with. So check out the PlayStation Tournaments Discord. Point your phone at that QR code and join it today.
You can join today, indeed. And if you join today, tomorrow, or whenever you join, you have the chance to play for money, but there's also a chance to be part of a win-a-thon as well. Rack up those wins in the PlayStation tournaments all throughout the December last year and January this month as well for a chance to win prizes. And apparently, if I'm reading this right, the production team never told me this. Apparently, you get to win the new DualSense Edge controller on PlayStation 5. And this controller has actually been announced. There's actually been people getting their hands on it pretty recently as well. Or you get PS5 consoles on PS4 as well. So please register on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, or online at compete.playstation.com. And if you don't want that controller, there's a certain commentator who might be willing to take it off for your hands. Anyway, but yeah, you can rack up those wins and get those prizes.
Where's commentate-a-thon, man?
You know what? Our
commentate-a-thons
are us doing the job. That's just about it.
Fair. You know what? We don't need the controller. Our reward is bringing you these excellent matches.
You don't rope me into no. Don't rope me into no. I want that controller. Don't rope me into your stuff. He said, man. Well, I'll tell you what we are going to do. What are we going to do, James? Look at the bracket. That's what we're going to do. Talk to me, James. What we got?
We've got the winners finals here. Like I said, two players who have throughout the lifespan of Street Fighter 5, even at the end of Street Fighter 4, Joey and El Chakotay, two of the brightest young stars from the Midwest. You know, during that region when we were doing the Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5 transition, and now both of these players are in this position here to take this tournament, and these guys have put in the work. As we said, El Chakotay right there on the cusp, and Joey not that far behind as well. So, do I put this slightly in favor of El Chakotay? Sure, maybe, but again, these two players have fought each other so often at this point that I'm sure it's going to be a really close match here.
Yeah, 100% as well. They could do a Mika mirror. They could. I really think it's based on how El Chakotay's feeling, to be honest, because they both play Mika at such a high level, I don't think there's much you're going to put past him. Okay, he did go for the Mika. It looks like it was Joey that bowed out instead. Okay. Yeah, so again, Joey, I'm pretty sure he's trying to get this ed practice here, potentially for, you know, the LCQ, if he can make it out to the LCQ. So I'm pretty sure he's trying to get this practice here, and probably just didn't want to play the ed mirror against Shadow Ace earlier, and that was the reason why he didn't go with the ed. So let's see how well he does here in this matchup. I guess the crown they hit, crouching medium punch. He actually could have got a much bigger combo because the pushback on that on block and hit is actually not that far. But hey, got the conversion into the knockdown anyway. Good defense there from Joey.
Just jump back and then staying solid on that defense. But nice check on the forward dash. And here comes El Chakotay. But of course, Joey knows Mika, but both of these players know that the other person knows how to fight Mika, so they know what the other person knows, that they know what they want to know to expect. You know, that's basically
Here's the thing as well. You have to remember. So Ed has more vitality and more stun, so he can take that extra, get that extra brimstone here and there. Obviously, it's still going to be a dangerous situation, no matter how you look at it. But there'll be one or two situations where, because he has more stun, he may be able to fling out the EX cycle upper to help him if it doesn't get baited, of course.
And you see, of course, that EX follow-up of the flicker doesn't give you a mix-up in the middle screen, but that's the second time now that El Chakotay has checked Joey's forward dash. So this is something, confirmed.
I like this. I like this very much. Now, what's the meaty going to be, or is he going to bait? He went for the meat, crouch medium punch, and he gets the conversion as well, James. And he gets the second conversion off the meaty as well.
Yeah, two meaties back to back right there. I'm sure Joey was expecting El Chakotay to go for a throw at some point in time because, you know, in those situations at the end of the round, you can't take the throw anymore. So a lot of people will go to throws, you know, because it catches a lot of people by surprise, or even go to the shimmy. But, you know, El Chakotay just skipped all that, went straight for the meaty and said, you're going to wake up and hit a button and you're going to do it again. And I was right.
Oh, yeah, of course. And this is the thing as well. It's you guess right, you guess wrong. Left, right, up, down, grab button, whatever it is, you make that choice, as we were alluding to or discussing before. He's put the Ed away again. He's only playing for one game, so I guess he just wants to see if he can get a win, not even nick it, just get the win and then move on from there. If not, he'll resort to the Mika mirror if need be, fight fire with fire, as they say. Or maybe he might pick up, maybe bring out another character here. Who knows? Because El Chakotay, I think he's more than comfortable sticking with the Mika. He has to stay sharp because he's got less than a month to be on point for this LCQ. And that I don't envy anyone in that LCQ, by the way. Good luck to all of you.
Are you not playing in it, Jammers?
Are you crazy? I'm not even going there. I'm not going there. You mad?
Yeah, but of course, this is 3 out of 5. This is 3 out of 5 here on winner's side. So as you mentioned, so here we go. It is going to be the Mika mirror. And, you know, look, I personally hate playing mirror matches. I know some people like playing it. I absolutely despise mirror matches, but let's see if either of these players feel comfortable playing it.
Okay, gets the body splash there.
Yeah, I think Chakotay actually thought he was going to, I think Joey actually thought Chakotay was going to do the same thing with the body splash. But here comes the meaties from Joey this time. Activation, mix up, tried to press a button after the light punch and got caught.
All right, drop kick.
Yeah, no checks on that drop.
Oh, what a backdash. You know what? I'm not sure if that's an anticipation for the crouch fist, but what a backdash there to get the punish again. Wow. Crazy.
Well, maybe it was definitely anticipation. Oh, just jumps over, but look at this. He's going to be able to combo off of this. Is this going to kill? Not quite enough. What a tech. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is scary. Oh. Dash up, crouching light kick is going to take it for Joey, round number 1.
All right, there we go. Gets that. Oh, okay. It looks like El Chakotay tried to run away, but Joey didn't commit to the target combo there. He's got a CA ready and available as well, Chakotay, but he might be just using that to send on Mita. EX Peach, I should say, sorry. Jumped out.
Yeah, there it is again.
Well, they've both been doing it. Jumping out the corner is a common thing in this game now. Jump.
Oh yeah,
jump.
there's that.
Okay.
One-time uppercut.
Well, that's fine because that's a situation where it's just nothing but benefits for you anyway. So that was a good time to do this CA, but Chakotay still got his. So.
Wow, what a read and a chase down with the just dash up Peach like that.
Oh, that's gonna be big damage. James, that might be stunned.
Oh
no.
Oh no, he drops the combo. That is, and he even neutral jumped. He knew it. He read that cleanly. Neutral jump. There we go. Nicely done. Said, you know what? I did it to you. You're going to try to do it right back. No way. I've got the reads. Neutral jump, punish the super. And Joey puts one on the board. And oh, look at this. El Chakotay, not even going to take any time. Just goes right back in there.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know if these guys told you there's an Amazon book coming soon. It's The Mind of a Mika Player. Make sure you check it out. Right. Coming soon, don't worry.
I think the pages are probably printed in random order in the book, right?
I mean, isn't there there a show? Wait, isn't there a show that does that? Shows you random episodes on Netflix? Was it Stranger Things? I can't remember.
No, I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't think it's not Stranger Things, but
something like that. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, guess
Well,
the
here we
command,
go.
Oh
Joey
wow,
with the
dash for dash.
What?
I like it. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. Played it safe as well.
Just to make sure, just to make sure it gets that Mika going over here. And Joey looking like he has definitely the advantage in this Mika mirror matchup now. Joey hasn't checked the drop kick as well as you see once again. El Chakotay has been getting those drop kicks in there, but Joey has always been able to manage to find a way to win the match in the end.
Oh, wow, these guys are literally doing the exact same thing in unison. It's crazy. They're just like 1 or 2 frames off. Gonna build the momentum off of this. Can you get
they've both read that book, man. That Mind of the Mika. Oh gosh, Nadeshko's falling from the sky. It's raining Nadeshkos.
Here comes the stun. That's dead. Yeah, Joey's gonna take this 2-1.
Yeah, he's got the super, guaranteed to kill at this point in time. And Joey going up 2-1, and he is really looking like he's dominating this Mika mirror match.
Oh, what a turnaround. Sometimes I feel it's like, okay, yeah, like you mentioned before, good call. Just pick the Ed to get that practice in. But then again, forces his hand to go for the Mika. And I like it that these two aren't afraid to ride out the mirror. Especially with the exact same loadout as well. Because I know if you are going to rock the mirror, you try to obviously have the winning tool set, of course. Wow, what a jump. What a jump. And you get the wall bounce there for the reset. Or not even the reset, full combo. Straight to the corner.
Okay, El Chakotay trying to fight out with that Nadeshko. But look at this. Joey fighting right back. Gets the combo into the EXP.
Yeah, he needed to. And it was very close, so it was going to be very difficult to react unless you were sorely focused on that anyway. So.
Nice backdash to avoid the drop kick. So this is it. El Chakotay sitting on a lot of meter right now. Is he going to be able to take the... Oh no, the counter Mika. More Mikas coming from the sky. I mean, more Nadeshko's coming from the sky all over the place.
Fantastic check there from Joe on the dash to stand medium punch. You know what else? I know people check dashes with lights, but if you got a 5-frame medium, like Mika, you can actually check him with the dash as well.
Yeah, I checked the weather report. There was definitely a high chance of Nadeshko's coming from the sky. So make sure you bring out those umbrellas, man.
I mean, I have to because it's raining in the UK. Over where you are, like you don't need an umbrella.
I mean, for a few weeks, we definitely did. It was raining a lot over here, which was very weird for us.
Over your side of the woods, when it rains, it pours. I know about that.
Oh boy, here we go. That's going to be a stun. So El Chakotay going to be able to stay alive here. One more round. Can he do this? He needs to take one more to be able to get it to 2-2, just a tie. Meanwhile, if Joey continues the streak that he's been on, yes, and Chakotay has been aware of the drop kicks a little bit more, but I feel like Chakotay has also been able to get away with getting in with the drop kicks against Joey. Just like that, again.
All right, there we go. Looking good. Put him in the corner. He's going to harass him in here with lights, but the interruption with the crouch fist, aiming for that side swap. This is super big, James. Super pivotal.
Yeah, and all this meter. What a jump.
My man said you're dancing around. I'm just going to hold up. And they both hold up. Oh, wow. You guys are crazy.
Oh, nice cross under from El Chakotay off of the reset. And indeed, we are going to a final game here. Joey looking so dominant in the mirror match in the previous 2 games. But El Chakotay fighting hard here. And I don't think Joey's going to switch. This is probably going to go down to Mika and Mika. Yep. Yeah, here we go.
The thing is, you have to understand, you are, well, I was about to say walking 50-50, you're running 50-50. Just because you guess wrong doesn't mean you can't guess right the next time. And that's what's bringing you to the, like, you're going to bring this to the dance. Let's stick with it all the way to the end.
Almost done, almost done. Just needs a light. There it is. There's a light. Gets the microphone. What's the combo? Oh. Okay, goes for the frame kill setup. Wow! And then the shimmy at the end from Joey to seal that with a perfect. And now he's got 2 match points.
Everything can go right, but everything can go wrong at the same time or seconds later. What a jump, but he did a jump fierce instead of a jump in light kick. Wasn't familiar with that situation or what side we're going to be on. James, are we looking at what I think it is? No.
No, not quite. Moral victory at least for Chakotay. No, the crouch pierce just went under, got whiff punished, and now here comes Joey. One more hit. Wow.
He backdash. Oh, wow.
Yep.
He's going to activate.
How we chase that down. Oh, stay in the front. There we go, the activation. Mika, Lady Mika. Oh, is that going to be punished? No, the double?
Damn, James, what is going on? What is going on, James?
What?
The reversal. Oh, he could have blocked in time, but he went to press the button. He said, can it?
I don't even know how to commentate the end of that. I'll be honest with you. I was just like,
that was
what
crazy.
is happening?
Nah, that was insane. For a Mika Mirror, they're just as chaotically entertaining as you'd always ever expect. I definitely need to see a run back on that. I need to see a run back on that. I'm hoping Chakotay makes it back to the finals so we can see a run back on that.
That was crazy. And you know what? I mean, Joey even got the counter hit on the crouching light punch. And I think I'm pretty sure she could link it into the medium punch, and it just didn't work. And so we had a little bit more scramble at the end, but Joey ended up sealing it and will be in winners finals. So he is poised at least to take home $150. I'm sorry. He's poised at least to take home $150 to help for that flight to the Capcom Cup LCQ.
So yes, this is how the bracket has panned out. Flux, a surprise result, going 0-2 in today's bracket, losing 2-1 to both Joey 900 and Doflamingo. Doflamingo is going up against old Pongalong right now, and there you go, we updated the bracket, so we should be putting up on the screens for you guys right now. We should be getting this next match, old Pongalong going up against Shadow Ace Dalsim versus Ed, a matchup that's actually been played in high frequency over here in EU for preparation for the cup with Ending Walker and Mr. Crimson. They were playing earlier today, they've been playing throughout the week as well, and many days before that.
How does that matchup usually go? Because I mean, I think a lot of people have been saying Mr. Crimson is the strongest in the EU right now, but Ending Walker is really kind of starting to assert himself, right?
So for a period of time, especially last year, it was definitely, you could definitely argue Mr. Crimson was in the best position to be the best player because, again, he was traveling internationally. He was actually getting the results, qualified for the cup through the French-Spain CPT, you know, had an exceptional record at Street Fighter League, and he's in the final going up against Team Mouse next week. Like, it was all there. And, like, you know, one of Ending Walker's demons was, in fact, Mr. Crimson. And he was considering picking a different character to go up against Dalston, but then he just found a different strategy, went for a different V system, going up against Mr. Crimson. And things have worked out because he actually beat him pretty soundly at a UFA last year. Back in
That's right.
Yeah, so, and now because they're in the cup and they're coming from Europe, they'll literally say, all right, let's exchange tactics, let's train together, let's focus on this, because again, that's a new rivalry and that's a new development in terms of how much these guys have grown over the pandemic. Because Mr. Crimson was like El Chakotay about 3 years ago. He was always knocking on the door at these high level events, but he just never got in. And then, you know, he swapped over to PC, and then he just went nuts. He had eternal happiness playing the game here. But yes, we can talk about those two another time. But the characters are going to be on your screen right now. Dalston going up against Ed. So the layout, I believe, that's what Ending Walker uses, the exact same one that Shadow Ace is using. V-Skill 1, V-Trigger 1 as well. Psycho Cannon is there to help with the approach, but you force the scramble. You force Dalston to do something because, like we said, he has too much control, too much skedaddle-skedoodling. That's what he does too much. We don't need that. We need a chance to play. But you know, I've been pretty impressed with Pongalong because I'd never heard of him until today. So I've been pretty impressed with what I've seen so far.
Yeah, it's like I said, he showed up at that last tournament, and you know, he is from Long Beach, which is not too far from, you know, it's the SoCal scene, right? Even though things take an hour and a half, whatever to drive to, that's considered close in SoCal because that's all we do is drive. We have no, you know, distance. SoCal is spread out. And so, you know, for things like Wednesday night fights and stuff like that, you know, we have players coming from all over the place. And old Pongalong being from Long Beach, I mean, at this level too, I feel like, I wonder if this is somebody that I know that, you know, is just going with a different handle or something like that? Or,
He'll
you know,
just rock
kind
up.
of...
He'll find you at the supermarket. Go, yeah, James. I don't know if you remember, but you used to beat me at Super Turbo way back in the day. And you're like, I really don't remember those. One of those.
Well, watching the way he plays, trust me, I will not be able to repeat that in Street Fighter 5 here for now. Oh man,
nice teleport in.
Yeah, but
very elusive with this character. I mean, you have to be, like you said, some of the best offense in the game. I think he really analyzes his opponent and what tools he has to deal with before he goes nuts in terms of being evasive. And I think he just wants to annoy people with how much Dalston can stay airborne. So, oh wow.
Yeah, I mean the way that Dalston plays here, I've always called him the Sentinel of the game. You know, when you think about MVC2 Sentinel, right? Sentinel was designed to be this really slow, lumbering character, and then turned out just to be this offensive terror, and spends all of his time flying around. And you know, I really feel like that's where Dalston is right now in this game. Nice.
His zoning was all a lie. It was a farce.
Yep, still gonna be able to get the meaty.
Now this is it. This is where Ed can shine. If he can just get back in there and spend the bar, just for that EX Psycho Spark pressure, you might even have to get a Hail Mary jump.
Yeah, but you see right now, old Pongalong just looking for the opportunity to side switch right now. But actually, he's actually managed to push Shadow Ace a little bit away from the corner pretty well. Tried to sneak in a dash. Nice check, but look at this. Only 8 seconds left. I like that teleport. Gotta go for the throw. Is that enough to take the lead? Yep, wow. The cross-up is. Oh, but Dalston's got to do something.
That's fine.
I love that reversal.
That was fine. That jump medium kick, you know what? Ed players are they're one of the few characters, Ed is one of the few characters that will jump in the corner because how good his jump medium kick is. And it's like, oh, you don't expect it, but it's like, yeah, because you're going to try and anti and it will work. So unless you just slide under like Dalston normally do, it's going to hit you.
Ooh, trade. But that got a clean hit right there. So now Shadow Ace with this pressure, trying to keep the pressure going. But yeah, you see that slide hitting essentially meaty from that range.
Good blocks right here. Great defensive sequence from Shadow Ace right now. And the jump meeting again, forcing that block. Yeah, he's not challenging. If he gets comfortable, Pongalong, he should slide under.
Oh, nice. What a dashboard heavy punch to get under there. And I love that too. And just nullifies that V-trigger completely. Fakes the drill. Instead, goes back.
If he's practiced that, fantastic. If he didn't, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. That was great impromptu.
Oh, that was too high up with that jump fierce. And using the plus frames, interesting. Old Pongalong just teleports out of there instead of trying to go pressure and then just chop you on your head. Old Pongalong ties it up 1-1 here in game number 1. This is back to 2 out of 3, by the way. This is 2 out of 3.
Yes. After this match, we'll go back to 3 out of 5 territory. Oh, unfortunate there. He had the right idea. He did have the right idea.
Did you see that? Man, he missed it. And then old Pongalong woke up, did back medium kick, and it was actually still too far away. I swear it was like 2 pixels off from hitting.
Watch out for the V reversal. He might look to V reversal in a minute. That's why that throw came out instead. Gonna let him cook for a little bit. This is a good choice. Right. Here comes the Psycho Cannon. There it is.
There it is. He's trying to fly. Oh no, fell into it, but essentially has eliminated it from the problem situation, getting to the other side of it.
Nice line.
Nice. Didn't get the juggle. Wow, wake up super. You know, that's the way fighting games go. The worst idea the best idea at lower levels become the worst idea at mid levels, become the best ideas at high level.
Yeah. You might need to put that on a book or write it on a t-shirt. Definitely do that.
Yeah. I think I will. Oh man.
But so the wake up super, I know you can throw it. I think you can still throw it, but there is a situation. Mr. Crimson showed me this age ago, but I forgot to explain it. You can kind of do the Tiger Knee version to put him airborne first and then do the super. I think
but that won't beat true meaties though. That'll lose to the true meaties.
I think that was it. I'd have to ask Mr. Crimson again or get him to show me how it worked again. But there is a way to make the super like a legitimate wake up option in those scenarios if they're not going for the button you think a throw's coming.
All right, backdash to get away from that meaty throw, and now you see old Pongalong trying to fight his way out of there. Gets the crouching medium punch anti-air. Nice light kick. Interrupt. Get that 3-frame button out there. Hit him out of the air.
All right, pressure just with the staggered jab, Street Fighter Cross Tekken style. Strike it up.
Yeah, finds his way out of that situation, but then just gets caught with the lights. Oh, speaking of getting caught, here we go. Big damage. He did a reset in the middle of that? Was that what he was trying to do?
Oh, that's V-shift. That was a really good V-shift.
Yeah, V-shift avoiding the instant overhead, the fuzzy. Oh, no anti-air from Pongalong. Gets the throw. He just needs potentially one more throw. Oh, for sure, just one throw now.
I'm not sure what he's trying to avoid here, but I think he's being a bit too mobile, James. Oh, no.
Oh, he V-reversal the light, and Shadow Ace was able to recover and jump over the V-reversal and punish the V-reversal with a jump combo.
Jumps into the Yoga Fire. We saw someone do it earlier today. It does happen. And the thing is, Ed, unless he's charging Psycho Knuckle, or he has V-Skill too, he hasn't got really many moves that are just fast traveling on this floor. So.
The crouching medium kick hit really weird, but it worked. Tried to teleport into the corner as a fake. Can't get out of there. Psycho upper finding its mark. Oh, Psycho flicker finding its mark, and then the Psycho upper finding its mark. Meaty flame. Yeah, I got to deal with that.
Right back throw. Flicker again, spends the bar, one throw will do it, but he didn't need to. He wanted to do the meaty Psycho Spark to put him in place, and Shadow Ace puts the game on the board to equalize it and make it one apiece. Going back and forth here, that was a lot better. Again, Shadow Ace has got good control, and sometimes when you feel he's not winning neutral, or he's like being second best in every department, he has these huge leads, or somehow just managed to close things out in, you know, a solid fashion. He's definitely got a strong foundation. Sometimes I do wonders, like, how are you losing against certain people or certain styles of play? But then other times it's like, okay, damn, like you got a concrete plan here.
Yeah, I mean, he's clearly a player that, you know, it's so good that he's playing in these tournaments here and getting this experience, because if he keeps this up, he will be a very strong player as he keeps going.
Yeah,
and I like seeing this.
Oh,
but yeah, you can see it a lot of the times when Shadow Ace, you know, quote throws away around or something like that. It's just usually like something that you know that once you get enough experience in there, you're gonna be able to shore that up, you know.
Just floating over the Psycho Sparks, tries to throw in a cheeky Yoga Flame there, or Yoga Fire, I should say. Oh, there you go.
Wow. Yeah, again, see that Psycho Snatch right there, can't hit out of the air, and I think if he had let it go, Dawson was gonna fall into that V trigger, but instead he accidentally light kicked him out of the air, kind of saved him.
This is good, and he's got no V trigger to help him here, Shadow Ace as well, so he needs to get like a fat hit into his CA. Otherwise, it's going to be death by 1,000 cuts here. And speak of the devil.
Oh, no. There's one.
Maybe he could have got... Oh, never mind.
Oh, he went for the... Oh, that was definitely an okie doke right there. Jumping medium kick, you know, kind of fake side switch or whatever, but make it look like it was going to be a meaty throw, perhaps. Whoa, no. Why did you not combo off of that EX Yoga Fire?
There we go, puts him back full screen as well. Sometimes you've got to be very careful teleporting back in Pongalong, because that makes Shadow Ace's life a lot easier.
All right, back to the full screen game again. Shadow Ace got to try to find his way in there. Being kept out at this point. Oh, yeah. They always try to jump over that fireball at the last second. Those Dawsons have that heavy kick on the way down specifically for that, and people get caught by that all the time. And what a check with the double standing heavy punch. No fear.
But what's interesting as well about that situation with the EX Yoga Fire is, despite Shadow Ace jumping last minute, he pressed his roundhouse to cover that, but Pongalong's always teleporting behind him, which I think that's what the situation that Shadow Ace is focusing on now. I think that's what he's trying to win the scramble for.
Oh, there's a check in time. And actually, that was Pongalong. I think he messed up. He did a ground teleport instead of an air teleport there. Again.
go. Just use the Psycho Snatcher. Good blocks here from Pongalong. The jab anti-air. Damn, that shouldn't be as effective anymore. But it still works.
Sometimes it still works. It is still 3 frames if it hits out of the air like that.
He's gonna. Oh no! Okay, went the wrong way.
What?
Do you know what? Oh wow, it's just going the wrong way. Is this how good Dalsum is? Dalsum's so good, he makes your character look the wrong way. Damn.
Oh man, this is definitely a little bit of frustration for Shadow Ace. And yeah, he's gonna get that hit, but again, nullifying that V trigger essentially.
He's dead.
What
James
a catch!
is dead. He's dead. Oh wow, and that's crazy. What a closeout there from Shadow Ace, punishing the teleport with a fully charged V skill 1. Now the thing is, I'm not sure if Old was trying to do the TK version of the teleport because you wouldn't be able to punish that.
Right.
Or if he just done the teleport, then yeah, there's tons of recovery because it's the grounded version, so you need to be punished. But
yeah, I definitely saw a lot of grounded teleports that I feel like he was trying to Tiger Knee, but maybe he was just trying to do a lot of ground teleports because he definitely used them a lot in that last game over there. So, but I'm not sure if those are execution errors or if indeed he was just trying to go for those ground teleports. But unfortunately, that means old Pongalong is going to go out again. Not bad, right? I mean, 2nd place last month. And here in this tournament here, what is that? 4th place then, I think it is?
4th place. Well played.
4th place. So, yeah, nicely done.
Honestly.
Good job to old Pongalong.
Yeah, definitely go and make a note of him, or I'll be familiar with him. Hopefully we see him in the next 1v1 Fight Nights here for Street Fighter 5. Fantastic to see. Maybe we can go all the way next time. But yes, as you can see, this is how the bracket has been panning out. We are now at the lower bracket finals with El Chakotay going up against Shadow Ace. Shadow Ace, he lost to Joey 2-1. That was the Mika. Oh, sorry, Ed into Mika. Was it just the Mika? Was it Mika? I think it was just Mika, right?
Yeah, it was just Mika versus the Ed. He did not want to do the Ed mirror at all.
So is he going to get double Mika'd today, James? That's the real question, isn't it? Double Mika'd.
Yep. And it'll be interesting to see what El Chakotay decides to go with, because again, there's two mindsets, right? Practice your main character, do what you need to do so that you can be ready for the LCQ, or maybe try to practice the secondary character, maybe try Lucia or somebody else to just so that character is also warmed up in tournament atmosphere in case you need to bust that character out at the LCQ. But this is always one of the hardest parts. Like, for those people who are character specialists and never play any other characters, ride or die, at least you never have to stress out at the character selection screen, right? But for players who can play multiple characters, I mean, it harmed some players. I mean, I remember during Street Fighter 4 time, LPN was one of the most famous players, I felt like, who was too effective with too many characters that sometimes he switched himself when he didn't need to. I felt like it might have actually hurt him, and his success got stronger in 5 when he stuck with one character. But sure enough, El Chakotay is going with the Lucia. Interesting.
Okay. When you were actively playing Lucio, did you play this matchup at all much, James?
I did not fight a lot of Eds. Now, again, the weakness for Lucia always has been for me that I feel like her neutral is kind of weak because she has very stubby buttons. Ed doesn't have the farthest range buttons either, but he does have that heavy kick and would cause Lucia a lot of annoyance.
Ooh,
Dang, that was beautiful. No! How does that? That's a late cancel. If that missed, he just accidentally canceled that a little bit late, because that's supposed to connect at max ranges, and there's that jump. But honestly, the times that I did fight most of the Eds with Lucia was before I really kind of got a hold of playing Lucia properly. So I would like to try to play some more Eds right now and see if it feels any different.
Oh, wow. Punish here, and he's going to activate trigger as well. He's going to be for the meterless follow-up. Yeah, next hit will do it.
Save the meter. Oh, that's a punish, yep.
Oh, okay.
Not enough to kill. Not enough to kill. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for the fireball juggle into the follow, but maybe he thought he was too far away for the first part of the fireball to actually connect at that range.
Nice cyclone spinner there, just chase down. It's a great surprise attack there.
Yeah.
And the jumping medium kick for the full combo, yet surge the meter to get that OK.
Yeah, that run V skill, very negative on block. But because you forget that, because she has such stubby buttons, people forget that she can hit you from that far away that fast. And so run into Cyclone Spinner catches a lot of people off guard. Oh, that's shit.
Jimmy into the low forward, ending it with Fire Spinner there. Classic example there from Lucia, how crazy she can be. And do you know what? Her Oki isn't even some of the best in the game. Slowly and progressively, it did improve over the years. Still not the greatest, but a lot better than it was before. Trust me when I say that.
Before like the last 3 patches, like literally she had no Oki. It was awful. It was awful. And so when they buff things like the running up kicks to give you some Oki and stuff, oh, trust me, Lucia players around the world were definitely very, very happy about that.
Yeah, because like, again, you can't make highly offensive characters or aggressive characters who have multiple ways of, you know, exhibiting that aggression. And then when they do a knockdown, they can't do anything. You might as well make them a zoner. I know she has, like, you know, well, you might as well. If you want to make a traditional zoner, just do the combo, send them further away, and it's like, okay, go back to neutral. Now, she does have a snippet of zoning with the flipper shot.
Right.
But that's only for a couple of seconds. That's not the game plan there.
Exactly. It's very risky. It's a high. Whoa. Okay. I have seen Shadow Ace play Falk before. I have seen him play Falk before. So, and this one, I feel like Lucia does all right against Falk. Now, obviously, Falk has great range buttons. It's just that Lucia has interesting mobility options to beat a lot of things that Falk wants to do. For example, if Falk ever jumps up and throws a air fireball, if you do the slide with Lucia, you can punish it for free, right? Yeah. So that's just a good way to predict it. If you get half a screen away, a heavy burn kick will blow up the low fireball. If Falk ever does that dive kick to you with Lucia, you just mash the controller between down back and down forward and hit light kick. There's nothing that Falk can do to escape. None of the follow-ups will get away.
All right, so she's got some answers. Stays in front, but again, if you get hit by Falk, you're dead. Nice jump back jab. That was very much needed, and that's gonna be a dead Falk for this round.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So Lucia's light DP goes straight up, is invul to airborne on first frame. So if you just mash between the 2 down back and down forward, regardless of which side Falk ends up on, if you hit light kick, it'll trigger the DP. And so it'll stop her regardless of which direction she bounces.
What a jump with the jumping fierce. And then again, do the neutral jumps. Not sure if he wants to jump back, but he's getting the neutral jump. Having huge success. Another shimmy as well. He's clocked onto a bad habit from Shadow Ace. Good delay.
Ooh, delay uppercut. Interesting. All right, here we go. Get the activation, and now Falk is scary, but wake up buttons. No fear from El Chakotay is going to activate off of that final fight combo. What a reaction.
Good punish. Yeah, good punish. He could have done another one there, but it worked out. Yes, that's right. Because it's amplified, it lingers there for a couple seconds longer. I totally forgot.
Yeah, people always forget about. I have won so many matches just by like being a screen away and throwing an EX heavy fireball, and after it hits the ground, the opponent just walks into it because just how many people fight Lucia, right? You just don't get a lot of Lucia practice out there.
Some of this stuff is super important, especially in games like this, because, you know, back in games before, if you got hit by something you didn't really know it didn't do that much damage depending on the situation. Just because of the nature of this game, stuff can happen. That activates the Psycho Anger. Can you get a back throw? Good bait. Fantastic bait.
The dash. Yeah, I love the dash under two to get the corner. And here we go. This is the big damage here. I mean, you guys know better than anybody else with that four fills doing that Falk damage right there, because oh boy. Because honestly, I think when it comes to Falk, there's like 4 fills, and that's almost like it, right? I mean,
there's Lacuna C from Southeast Asia. He's pretty good.
Okay, fair.
Oh, okay, back to way. Wasn't sure if El Chakotay was going to do the reversal, and the sweep went the wrong way. I don't know if that's what he wanted.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's what you
not
wanted.
sure. Tries to get in there. There it is, walks under.
Damn, he's doing a lot of running. He's doing a lot of running.
Well, Lucia definitely looking very mobile here. Nice, I like that. Goes for the crumple on the EX run into shoulder. Oh no, that's punishable.
Punish. Yeah, it's gonna be big here.
Activation. How is he gonna go for the reset here? Because that is massively scaled. See, you know he had to go for the reset in that situation. Beautifully done by El Chakotay there. Doesn't even have to spend any of that meter in that situation because, like I said, when he did that activation, that combo, everything happening after that was not going to do any damage at all. So
100%.
he had to go for the reset.
All right, knockdown. And try to get the crouch fist anti-air, but that jumping hard kick got fantastic hitbox there. Another reset. Gets punished.
Interesting. Okay. Goes for the super here. Gonna give himself the big life lead, but now no EXs here. No EXs, but he's just far enough away. Okay, there he is. He has V-trigger ready to go, but no! Chakotay misses the follow-up.
Yeah, it misses the burn kick. That's unfortunate. A throw will do it. And wow, is that why he did that? I don't know if he wanted that.
I don't think he wanted that, but it's gonna work. Yeah, that's gonna be a kill right there. Meaty EX Fireball is gonna give El Chakotay the win. I don't think she was trying. I don't think Chakotay was trying to do wake up burn kick.
Yeah.
But it worked out. And you know what? You take it. You take it.
Oh no, 100%. Because the thing is, like, I thought Shadow Ace was gonna go for a throw, and if under the right conditions, the fire spinner beats the throw. So that just worked out.
And you know what? I mean, to be fair, fire spinner in V trigger like that is safe on block. It is -2. So if that was a hard read from Chakotay saying, you're going to jump and try to throw, and so I'm going to throw out this burn kick because if I'm right, I get a big old combo. And if I'm wrong, I'm still safe. I mean, more power to El Chakotay. That's why I've talked about him as being one of the strongest players out there right now. And like I said, he's one of the first warlords on CFN as well.
Now we got over 300 of them. Yeah.
I mean, it's really impressive. That's a slog, man. People, the amount of work that you have to put in to get to that warlord status is so much work.
Don't worry, James. I know. I know, James.
You are in warlord, right? You are a warlord.
I'm a warlord rank on this game as well. I know.
You're one of the 300 people out there, Jammers. How does it feel, man? How does it feel?
That I've shaved away my lifespan by just trying to get better with poison, you know. No, it was a fun journey, but I listen, like you said, Chakotay was one of the first, and it clearly shows how much experience is shown because he's been around the block, and of course he's made his way back into the finals. I didn't want to see it. I asked, and we are going to get it firsthand here. He lost to Joey in the winners final 3-2. Now he's going to be going up against Joey in the grand finals, which he has to reset the bracket if he does want to win the tournament. I can't wait to see this.
2 sets of 3 out of 5 that he's got to win. First one to put Joey into the losers bracket, as you see the W by his name, and then the second one to eliminate him. Now, obviously, they played a lot of Mika versus Mika. I wonder if El Chakotay is going to try to do something different. Maybe he tries to go with this Lucia versus Mika to see how it feels.
Yeah, interesting question. The thing is, Joey can experiment with Ed a little bit more because he's got that 3-game buffer, not necessarily to sandbag, just to experiment, see what happens. This would be a good experience for Chakotay as well, only because, again, always a hypothetical scenario. It's okay, what if he finds himself in the grand finals of the LCQ? Depending on who he goes up against, this would be a good call. Which characters does he put up first to try and reset the bracket? Does he alternate between the 2 characters for a total of 6 games, a potential total of 6 games? There's a lot to think about here in regards to that. Maybe go Lucia the whole way. I don't know. Like it was pretty crazy with 3-2 with Mika, so that's not a bad shout. But maybe Lucia to start things off. I don't know. What do you think, James?
I don't know. I mean, again, I felt like Joey outside, because technically in the Mika versus Mika match, Joey I think was 3-1 versus Chakotay on the on the winners finals over there. So I felt like Joey had the advantage on that. So for El Chakotay, I feel like maybe just try something different, maybe for one game to see how it goes. And if it's like, nah, this doesn't feel good, you know, switch back to the Mika and just try to go from there. But maybe try to throw a different look in there. I mean, Lucia, she's got an EXDP at least and the V-Shift as well. So, you know, she's not one of those characters that's going to be as overrun by an offensive Mika, whereas Mika only has the armor to wake up, and Lucia can definitely cause Mika problems in the corner. But again, that's what Lucia does to everybody. So that's an interesting one. It's an interesting one.
Yeah, well, you know what? We can talk about what ifs, buts, and maybes, but I'll tell you what's going to happen. This is determined. It is going to be another Mika mirror. Like we said before, just to regurgitate, it was 3-2 the last time these guys encountered a couple of minutes ago or a couple of rounds ago, but now it is a longer set, potentially a longer set here if El Chakotay can reset that bracket.
Yeah, well, El Chakotay off to a good start over here. Gets the Fudo combo into the corner, and there it is. That down medium punch always works. Don't know why. And yeah, you're not getting out of that corner for free. There's no way you're gonna wingless airplane out of there like that.
V-Trigger gonna get the conversion. Yep, didn't have to spend any meter as well. Try to go for a tick grab, but Joey was one step ahead, and he tried to react.
Ooh, oh no, he missed the EX. Oh, unless he was trying to link. Oh, this is huge now for Joey. He's gonna be able to get the pressure. Here's the mix-up. The challenge from El Chakotay. Okay.
Sometimes you got to be audacious in those situations only because your opponent has to overextend to get back into the game, but also lets them know, oh, that situation crops up again. It's going to have to be that basic frame trap between button or throw just to get the frame advantage.
It is one of the hardest things to do when you're playing Street Fighter V. You do have to make decisions like that because that's just kind of the way the game is designed. And if you're wrong, you just have to be like, okay, I was wrong, and move on and get on with your life, you know? But, you know, you have to do it because if you are scared of making those kind of decisions, the mix-up is always, you know, on defense is block, tech, or touch a button. And so you gotta touch a button every once in a while.
Yeah, of course. And again, strong start here. Going to activate the V-Trigger himself here, Joey, and get that free Brimstone. That was the best choice to make there from Chakotay. The least amount of damage possible. Oh, okay. He tried to, if he stuck on the ground, tried to react, yeah, then the super would have got him. Close, but no cigar. Again, you're fighting a Mika player, one of the best around. So they have seen that before. They've seen that before.
I think I've seen highlights from El Chakotay when he's playing online on his stream, and he's like, all right, watch this, guys. And then he just does it, and it's landed. But no, Joey's like, no, I'm a Mika player too, dude. Not going to happen.
I could check, dash up, Brimstone, get the momentum building here, playing it safe as well. And that's the thing, like you just never know when your opponent's going to hold up or try and avoid that command grab. That's why these guys are more focused on the light and the throws. Kind of similar tactics that Luffy employs when he's playing.
And, you know, I mentioned earlier, Chakotay has been really good about stopping Joey's drop kicks, fully charged drop kicks. But Joey has definitely let Chakotay in a lot via those charged up drop kicks. Right after Chakotay stopped that Joey's drop kick, then Chakotay just got in with his own. And see, right there again, block again. That is going to be, that is the one area that I feel like Joey needs to work on here, is to make sure he can check that a little bit more often.
Yeah, good observation there, James. Building up the momentum. Good jab. 3-piece there out. And a neutral jump as well. Yeah, he knows how he wants to activate, so he's trying to prevent it at all costs. And he can grab him here if he wants. Oh, good check.
There's that side switch again. Beautifully done.
All right, and then the mic up. Good. He punches through with EXP, the armor properties.
Smart. Armor for armor. Oh, there we go. Joey got in with the drop kick.
Punish. Oh, he could have got a way better punish there, James. But anyway, it is regardless. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. He got the he got the victory to give himself that 2-game lead in this grand final. One more game to reset this bracket here. Looking to do it.
Yeah, okay. El Chakotay now seems like he has made the adjustments necessary in this Mika versus Mika matchup. Like I said, Joey has been able to get, you know, some of the stronger mix-ups. Okay, there we go. Finally stops the drop kick. I think he's starting to realize that that's been too free. Oh, no. Just as soon as I said that, man.
Rush counter. Building up with the momentum here. Goes for that simple reset. Yet the unblockable. And he made it so difficult to get out of there. And then he's going to go for the corner positioning. Yep. And then a tick throw will do anything. Anything. Oh, he could have converted there.
Yeah. He could have just went for the EX afterwards. The Fudo, as I like to call it. Here comes the Deshko, tried to go in for the command throw. Figured that El Chakotay was in take the throw mode. But nope. El Chakotay was like, no, I'm not taking any damage here. See you later. And there you go again. El Chakotay checking that drop kick.
All right, just poking away. Do you know what? Joey's been second best in all departments. And you could tell by the guys these guys had, the match these guys had in the winner's final encounter. It was close. It was anyone's game. But just look at Chakotay's adaptation, how dominating he is right now.
Oh, no whiff punish on that. I thought that's what he was walking back. I think he thought he was still in range and was going to block it. So he just didn't press a button afterwards. Oh, no, you're getting kicked.
Yeah, bad choice there. Bad choice in the V reversal.
Oh, here we go. Nadeshko keeping it safe. Is that dead? Is this going to kill?
So.
Is this going to kill?
Not
quite. Not quite.
Oh. Dash up light kick takes it. One of the best crouching lights in the game. He's got fantastic range. Get a strict conversion to CA of certain situations. But yeah, James, he ran a train on him in that first part of the winners final. Sorry, the grand finals there.
Man.
It's a bracket reset now.
All right, look, 3-0, man. All of a sudden, El Chakotay coming back around with this.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah, because again, the match they had in the winners final, as like I said before, to recite the same lines, nothing much went wrong. Again, Joey had the lead. Chakotay was coming back. Then Joey managed to close it out in a mirror that is very chaotic. This time around, he said, okay, if I run it back with you, I basically figured you out. And he just made Joey look like he just picked up Mika yesterday.
Yeah, so El Chakotay right now has got to be feeling good coming into this. So do we see that experiment from Joey again? Do you think he tries to bust out the Ed and what happens there? Or do you feel like this is it right here? Just Mika or ride or die with Mika at this point?
I'd say ride or die with Mika. I could be completely wrong, but let's see what character he picks here. And yeah, Mika.
Yeah, okay.
I feel what's happening between these two is like, okay, this is my set to take, then you adapt, this is your set to take, and vice versa. I don't think any other character should be involved in this sort of situation here, because again, who knows? Joey just maybe needed 3 games to wake up. You know, this could be his set now, you know?
Oh, there's a good jump in there, and then finds El Chakotay asleep at the wheel. Gets the meaty, misses the frame kill into the meaty. Interesting. It was almost too fast, it looked like. Here's the mix-up, the reset.
Yeah, he stayed in front. Yeah.
No checks. Tried to sneak in that Lady Mika after the jump attack, but got checked. And now here comes Chakotay. He gets the Lady Mika. He gets the stun, and the comeback here for Chakotay to take this round.
All right, again, he's looking to get a 4-game win streak, 4 games on the bounce against the guy who put him in the losers bracket. Good check on the dash with that standing medium punch, full conversion, and then goes back to neutral here. Lovely jump as well.
I like that jump there to put pressure on that drop kick. And here comes the Deshko, finds the hit, side switch with the EX wingless airplane. Oh, actually beat. The delay wasn't long enough, or actually the crouch medium punch just hits really high up. Gosh.
I'm not sure. I can't remember how many rounds Joey actually took in that previous first to 3 here in the grand final, but he gets the round on the board now. And again, each and every round will take them closer to that victory. $200 on the line here.
Yep, there's that check again and again. After that air reset, I think that's twice now that Chakotay. And dude, he's so ready for that. That's the second time Chakotay has reacted so quickly to that V skill.
Right, dashes up, neutral jump, just in case there may be a crouch fierce or maybe a drop kick in return there from Chakotay, but he has to take this mix up. Doesn't want to with a Stone Cold Stunner.
I love the V reversal. Yeah, I love the V reversal on the Nadeshiko. You just don't want to deal with that mix up at all. There it is. There's that Fudo. Oh, not going to kill because it's obviously not at the EX. Oh, here we go. Another Nadeshiko. Chakotay trying to find a way to get in there. Gets it with a drop kick. Okay, this is big.
Nice jump. And he caught him, James. That wasn't an amplified CA. So
yeah, it's not gonna
he
kill.
might have a speck of health left. There it is. What's the meaty going to be? The throw.
Just the regular throw.
Oh! James. The heavy peach avoided the mic because it goes on the floor. Obviously, it's got two different directions now, but it looked like he went for the far one to toss it at him. And he took the read, and you know what? That's only what you're going to see from a high-level Mika player. You're not going to see any other person. You're not going to see any other Mika player do that. Only these two. Obviously, Chakotay done it. Only these two are like-minded Mika players that do that. I don't think anyone else would have thought of doing that.
Oh, and actually manages to get the heavy kick after the drop kick landed. So he got the full grounded combo. But once again, Joey with the side switch gets Chakotay into the corner. Chakotay trying to fight his way out of this corner right now. You see the nerves right there. Joey getting the free dash up in the corner pressure, but he misses the Mika, but gets the stun on the throw.
All right, he's going to go for this setup again. And yeah, James, you must be right. It's got to be a frame kill or something. He's done that like basically all the time now.
Yeah, he's practicing that. And he didn't even go for the wingless airplane to finish at the end there. That would have also been buffed up from the mic. So I feel like that would have killed.
What a jump. He knew Chakotay's being greedy. He knew he had the buff mic. The mic, the amplified command guard would have killed.
Oh, okay. That's a reaction to the drop kick. Just armor through it.
Oh, there we go. New piece. Brimstone. Can you get another throw in there? Yeah, there you go. Third one for the sake of it? Nah. Oh, he tried.
All right, here we go. Activation. Goes from the wingless airplane to the other side. He tried to walk under. Couldn't quite make it. The stun. Here we go. Okay, doesn't go for that odd setup. He's just going for the kill this time. Joey says, no, we're tying this up. 1-1.
Yeah, showcases that great change for the V-skill, allowing Mika to combo into command grabs now, just to give her that extra variety with a V-skill. Because again, that V-skill went through, it had its moments. It just got better. It got better and better, but like what it was cool for, aesthetic-wise, it was always cool for just charging up the microphone and getting that max damage if anyone let you charge for the whole song. But in this final version, go on.
It's always been rough for Mika. I mean, she's been one of the characters since season 1 that is probably, and even when they added V-Skill 2, has had like the worst set of V-Skills. So it's nice that they have buffed the mic to a point where it has some more of that utility.
Oh yeah, of course. It's super important because I think for any developer, you don't want to make a character or a set of characters where you're like, yeah, on paper, this is great, this works. And then in practicality, it just never works. So they try to do something while keeping it in line with their original philosophy while not trying to make it too overpowered. Because again, if you were able to get to maximum, level with the microphone quicker, then of course it'd be one of the best V skills in the game. But it's like, all right, let's compromise. Let's give you something else for the reward, So it's good to see. But they're lucky that they couldn't make the V skills stack. That's what you didn't want.
Oh, that'd have been terrifying. But I mean, I think it's fun that they put little things like that in the game, like, the let G sit there and then he just does that pose and then he kills you instantaneously. Like, those little things like that, I do appreciate, even if we'll never see them in a match, even if they're really, really silly. I always appreciate that they put in little funny things like that in fighting games.
Of course. I mean, I love it as well. Like, look, even with the bogey flick, Ibuki, when she's idle, she can replenish one kunai. And then maybe your cat wants a special feature in Street Fighter 5. I don't know.
Yeah, this guy always wants to get on camera over here. See, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Are you going to give him a new cameo in a new Hollywood film soon?
Well, I might have to do it for both of them because here comes the other cat seems to be jealous now as well. So all the cats are coming in on here, trying to get some screen time over here. So
Look, man, James, I'm telling you, get a cat cam. They'll love it.
oh man, so I'm gonna have to, because I mean, dude, at the last Frosty Faust things, like what was the biggest hit was the Big Willie cam, right? So
Yeah.
so I definitely got to figure, I got to put some cat beds up here so that they'll sleep down in there, and then yeah, I got to do the same thing. Good call. I'm gonna figure out a way to set that up for sure.
Don't worry, future investments. Speaking of future investments, $200 on the line here. Chakotay playing for that money for the LCQ. Joey is just trying to ruin his day.
Yeah, that time Joey got it. And keep in mind that they have switched sides now. Joey is on the one player side. El Chakotay is on the second player side now, but they've been staying consistent with the colors at least. And Joey, look at this. Aggression from Joey from the get-go. And yeah, you're not going to be reversible. Chakotay read that from a mile away.
This is chaotic, mate. Oh, and he waited. Oh, and he's dead. Oh, wow. There you have it, mate. I'm telling you, you know how scary that guest is when a Mika player is trying to jump away from a Mika player. It's just crazy. And then the guy was waiting. He said, yeah, you know, you can jump if you want.
I mean, I tell you, man, whenever, even as bad as Alex was for the longest of time, Alex would terrify me because you get in that, oh boy, he just went for the super. The one-time DP, the Fudo philosophy right there. You're plus, I'm going to bust through.
Oh, delayed Lady Mika. Okay. He got him.
Oh! Oh my God!
Joey just guessed wrong. That was a Mika round. He just guessed wrong the whole time.
In round number 1, I said, wow, Joey's coming out firing on all cylinders. And then I commentators cursed him because then El Chakotay was like, no, no.
Nah, he said, James, you got mixed up. You're talking about the wrong Mika play. You're supposed to be talking about me.
All right, my bad, El Chakotay. Okay, here we go. El Chakotay coming in here, running through the offense.
Yeah, he's trying to ride the momentum. Yeah, he can do it. Gets another dash up brimstone here and another brimstone. Play it safe or go for it. Yeah, play it safe.
Oh, that recovers in time to punish the V-shift?
Yeah, because Lady Mika's got only 11 or 12 frames recovery, so
yeah,
for a heavy as well.
So plus. Out of there.
Oh, got him. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That was insane.
When I see players make decisions like that, that's just what makes me just, I marvel at the how smart these guys are, I swear.
Oh yeah, this is 5-head big brain behavior, and that's what you gotta be when you're playing this character, especially if you want to look for the dub. And El Chakotay is on tournament point to close out this dub.
Okay, nice. Joey manages to stop the drop kick that time. El Chakotay fakes it that time. Here we go. Joey trying to win the neutral here with that towards medium kick. But again, El Chakotay sneaking in with that drop kick, doing it at slightly not optimal distance. Oh my God, there it is again. Okay. The one-time DB.
Hey, look, they've been doing this a fair bit, to be honest. I know Joey's been using it a bit more than Chakotay. Yep, get the meaty crutch in, medium punch, build that momentum back. He's got to deal with this reset, James. This is going to be a big reset. He's trying to chase a V-shift, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And here we go. Joey just jumped away. Now he's going to keep this corner position. But we saw how fast El Chakotay deleted Joey's life before, and he's sitting on a lot of meter. Not quite dead yet, but the meaty standing light punch is going to catch a wake-up button from El Chakotay. Joey still hanging on to life here.
Oh, and that's going to be huge. That is going to be about 45%, maybe half of the bar gone. Yeah, just the buff half.
Oh man, thanks to the buff on that microphone, that super did even more damage. That's a great way to start if you're at tournament point for El Chakotay.
Well, he's got to deal with it now because he's in the corner, James. He can't just arbitrarily jump out. There's a brimstone. Building up momentum with those throws again. One more throw will do it, but he went
where's the Fudo?
James, that was it. He squandered it.
Yeah, if he had the Fudo combo, it would have been a stun. Oh boy.
Wake up super. Oh, he tried. You anticipated it, but you're gonna get it. There's a V reversal. Oh wow, he's dead. James is dead.
Is that dead? Is that dead? Oh my God, it killed an El Chakotay after a massive drop from Joey. He had that round. If he had just done the EX Peach, it would have been the stun, the round. We would have been going to a final game, but no, El Chakotay taking advantage of the mistake and winning the first PlayStation Fight Night for Street Fighter V of 2023 after resetting the bracket. Well done to El Chakotay.
I tell you what, man, well played. Again, look at that. He just went all the way to winners finals, just lost by a nose hair for Joey, 3-2 in that winners. And I said, I want to see that run back. And I asked, he delivered, came there, reset the bracket, and then closed things out in a dominating fashion there. Well played to El Chakotay. And let this be a lesson to the viewers at home. When you got to go to an expensive part of the world and you need a bit of money, go on over to PlayStation.com, compete.playstation.com, sign up and go, you know what? I need a little bit of money. You can get involved, just like me and James got involved. We don't get the money. We don't. We're just talking. We're just supporting El Chakotay because you will see him at the Capcom Cup LCQ. And again, he's on fine form. That was on PlayStation. I heard they're playing on something else. At the finals. I'm just saying, can't say it here, but I heard they're playing on something else. But we'll see.
But again, join compete.playstation.com, play against these players for all sorts of fighting games. We've got all sorts of fighting games here to play at PlayStation, at compete.playstation.com. Join the community, and you could also join the community by heading to the Discord as well. As you can see right there on your screen, just take your phone, point it right over there, and get into the Discord over there. Find all sorts of other players to play games with. The PlayStation Tournaments Community Discord regularly hosts play sessions and even has like interviews and articles, and you'll find out all about events and special content. So check out the Discord, not only to keep up with everything that PlayStation Tournaments is doing, but also to get in contact and, meet some people and find some other fellow gamers to play some video games with.
Yeah, fellow gamers indeed. Make friends, not enemies. I don't play fighting games, but make friends, not enemies. Join that community Discord. But yes, what you can also do as well, if you are enjoying these, you can also take part in the Winathon with PlayStation tournaments. You can head on over and register on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5 or even compete.playstation.com, and you can be part of a thing where you can rack up wins in the PlayStation tournaments throughout the December month with last year and January for a chance to win prizes like the new DualSense Edge controller on PS5. If you don't want it, I know a commentator who wants one. So
me.
No, definitely not you. You're in Street Fighter 6. You earn enough money already.
You're never going to let this one go, are you?
I'll never let that go. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fantastic night. Once again, congratulations to El Chakotay for winning that, earning himself $250, and Joey for getting $150. Shouts to all the new guys as well. Kill Me Papi, old Pongalong. Shouts to all those guys as well. It was enjoyable watching you guys as well. And of course, James is not the honorary EU member. Apparently, I'm the NA invader. So I had to stay up late for this one. But yeah, James, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. For sure. And keep in mind, guys, I mean, obviously we've talked about the LCQ, all the Street Fighter V Capcom Cup action will be coming up in a couple of weeks. But before that is Frosty Faustings. So definitely make sure you look that up, find the information, support all the fighting games out there, because all the fighting games are so great. They're so much fun to play, and it's what a wonderful time to be a fan of fighting games right now, because everything is getting rolled back. Everything is getting rolled back. It's so good. And I'll tell you what's going to happen right now, because we are short on time. Speaking of rollback, I might have to roll back to my bed.
Thank you, Jammers. Have a great night. Thank you for joining me for Team Jam Jam, I guess we can call ourselves. Team Jam Jam.
You dare say that name out loud again.
See, no, actually, we need to get Say Jam to join us, right? Because then it would be Jam Jam Jam, right? Then we would be Triple Jam.
Oh, God.
It'd be a jam session, right?
Yeah, and I thought I was the one that was tired. Anyway.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time here on PlayStation Fight Nights. Take care and stay safe.